them are early in the season and their matchup problems, right?
That's right. And even tonight is a matchup problem. I mean, the Lakers are a very big team, right? High pick and roll usage. I know LeBron's probably going to be, probably dominating most of the ball without Doncic playing. So that creates a lot of mismatches and lobs at the rim. You have Lively in there. You have not Lively. You have Ayton, who's playing center. Who's actually playing very well this season. So, the Lakers are a big team who rebound the basketball well. And with that size, I think it's going to be tough for the Raptors to play small and get out and run. Of course, that has to be their game plan. But rebounding is not a strength of theirs. So, it's probably one of their weaker areas. So you're playing a really big team. If I'm the Raptors, I would pick and choose when Pirtle plays. This would be a game I'd rather have him in than not, just because you're asking a lot of the other guys, in order to rebound.
I agree with that, and I'm glad Josh answered the way he did, because clearly the player felt something in his back, and that's like you could look from the outside and say, well, he didn't play against the Knicks, now he's not playing against the Lakers, but I mean that's a sort of an outlier or an outsider look at things. The inside look is his back just didn't feel good yesterday, and that's why they do it. They're separate as opposed to you're trying to avoid certain teams.
Yeah, but I mean, if we look back between Charlotte and Portland and the Knicks and the Lakers, I'd rather have him sit against Charlotte and Portland and have him play here,
right,
just because he's that important to Toronto. And I've had back spasms. It's no joke. So I understand the injury, and I'm glad the Raptors are being cautious about it. The other aspect to this now is you have to address the glaring issue that you need another big. You need someone else to alleviate his minutes and not have your team have to do more, because what this will do is you're asking other players to take on a different load than they have before in terms of bumping and battling down low. And it's not this game, it's game 4, 5, 6 from now, where you might strain something in that game, and then a player is out for a few weeks that the Raptors really depend on in order to win, right? So that's what you want to avoid. So hopefully they can address the issue of getting a big. I don't know how they're going to do it, but in Bobby we trust.
Yeah, absolutely, and really, for me, it's the front office sort of projection on where this team goes this year. I mean, clearly they need another big anyway, right?
Yes, they do.
The question is who and what's the role?
Exactly. Well, I think the role will kind of sort itself out. The role is rebound, block shots, and do not be a liability on the floor. Pretty simple. But the role in terms of minutes and when they play, how useful they are, how they can fit into Darko's system is going to be a whole other idea. But they just need someone to fill minutes. I don't think they need anybody to come in and be a dominant force and try and score. I don't think that's what they're looking for. I think the most ideal thing is for them to get someone to alleviate the minutes so that when Pirtle is not playing, they have someone who's effective, because that's what this team has, is when they sub players in, they all contribute to winning. They're all effective in their minutes, and that's something that's a luxury, I think, in this league.
All right, let's deal with Scotty. Scotty, 39 minutes, 28 points. He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists, a couple of blocks, and was the leader. There's no question about it. He was the reason they won that game.
Yes, he was.
He drove everything. If you could compare Scotty to where he is now to where you thought he'd be when they broke training camp, is there a difference? Is he actually better than you thought?
I think Scotty is at the level of someone who's trying to win games, first and foremost, but at the level of someone who knows and believes he's hovering around that second-team All-NBA. I think that's where he is. I think we all know he's going to be an All-Star. I mean, he just won a very impressive and well-deserved Defensive Player of the Month. But I think moving forward, he's risen to the occasion for sure. I mean, even the game against New York, you look at his performance on both ends of the floor, his ability to guard a guy like a Karl Anthony Towns and then do it on the offensive end. I don't want to say that this is what he's supposed to do, because that's hard to do. Yeah. What he's doing is difficult. Right. But at the same time, I will say this is what I expect of Scotty Barnes. He has the tools and the talent. I think the biggest question mark from rookie season to now was his jump shot. He's answered that question. He's gotten better every single season. He is shooting, from what I believe, to be a career year in him almost shooting 50, 40, 90 right now. 51, 41, and 85% shooting at 20 points. So averaging a career high. And, you know, if you're doing that, those are 50, 40, 90 is that's the peak of basketball if you do that. You know, in terms of field goal percentage, in terms of three-point percentage, you're saying something with those numbers. And I think he's been able to do that. And it's now just about him remaining consistent.
I just, you know, when I watch him play now, I remember, with all due respect to everybody, the lack of parts to help him in other years.
Yep.
And everybody's in place now, and you can see him reach that next level.
That's what he's doing. He's getting to that next level. But it's here. It's a mentality thing, and it's him, because has Scotty improved so much physically? I mean, probably, honestly, as you age, you probably regress, if we're going to be honest.
Trust me. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, right. So physically, he's probably regressed a bit, but mentally, I mean, there's nothing he doesn't know. He hasn't seen the coverages. He knows how to read the game. He's an excellent passer. He's a good rebounder. He defends. He does it on both ends of the floor. So mentally, it's about him getting more confident, and you're seeing that on the floor.
Well, I like that description, because when you know exactly, when experience has taught you what to do, that's the moment you can raise everything.
Exactly, and it's not a physical thing. So that's what I'm saying. This to me is just him emerging mentally and saying, when I belong here, this is the level I want to be at. And not only can I do it once, I can do it every single night. And that's the most important thing in basketball.
Well, and that's what he's done. He's been consistently good, is what we're searching for. Very quick question here. Lakers in tonight. No Luka, but LeBron is here, and maybe his last time ever at Scotiabank Arena.
Maybe.
Could be. What are you expecting?
I expect the Raptors to either get killed on the glass or make this a really good contest. I think if they can run, they're the best in the NBA in transition points, 20 points a game. They have to rebound the basketball. If they don't do that, I think the Lakers have an advantage. They're probably going to try and dominate the interior, probably slow down the game. LeBron will be their primary ball handler, and they're going to attack any sort of small defenders and try and get Reeves into some really good offense in pick-and-roll situations and throw lobs at him. If I'm the Lakers, that's what I'm doing. If I'm the Raptors, I'm going to try and get out as fast as I can and make these old Lakers get up and down the floor.
Burn them out.
That's what I would try and do, and turn them over.
Yeah.
You do that, But listen, the two well-coached teams, so almost identical records.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up, but we'll see.
Raptors are 8-2 on home court, and the Lakers are 8-2 on the road. That's impressive for both, actually. Coming up next, Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. This is Raptors Game Night, live from Scotiabank Arena on TSN 1050.
Hi, this is Carlo Koliakovo, and you often hear me talk about my friends at Franklin Associates and how they help so many people with their real estate needs. But today, I want to tell you about something truly special they do every holiday season, something that goes far beyond buying and selling homes. Each year, Franklin Associates conduct their annual Christmas fundraiser and toy drive for Emily's House Children's Hospice in memory of Ava. Since 2018, Franklin Associates have raised nearly $100,000 for special hospice projects and have delivered around 30 large SUVs filled with toys and gifts, brightening the holidays for so many children and families. Emily's House is Toronto's first pediatric residential hospice, providing medical respite, practical emotional grief, and bereavement support to children living with life-limiting illnesses. To learn more about the incredible work they do, or to donate to this heartfelt cause, visit getleo.com/Emily's House. Because while we can't add days to their life, we can add life to their days.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
The legendary Yeti, born to handle ice, snow, and the harshest conditions imaginable.
Hey, that's like a Subaru with all-wheel drive.
The mighty Yeti uses its impressive strength to navigate any terrain.
Like the X mode in a Subaru.
No one knows exactly what they do out there.
Usually snowboarding, sometimes skating if I find a pair that fits. Legendary winters await, so hurry into your local Subaru dealer for lease and finance rates as low as 1.49%. Conditions apply. See dealer for details. Subaru, uncommon comes standard.
We weekend calls for serving glamour with some bubbly or scotch to pour.
Swapping gifts in condo rec rooms, pre-mixed cocktails, the gifting scores. Some prefer a cozy night in mulling wine, phantom cottage core.
Maybe brunch and some light crafting. We've got recipes that you'll adore.
Whatever your holiday vibe, LCBO has gift-worthy wines, beers, spirits, and ideas to make it easier to pull off. 'Tis your season.
And we're all in.
At Conestoga Farms, our eggs are more than just eggs. They're a promise from local farmers to you.
Local is near and dear to my heart.
Local means fresh.
For our golden yolk eggs, we feed our hens a natural diet, including marigolds, a natural source of lutein, so the yolks are rich, golden, and full of nutrients.
There's a great sense of pride in being able to feed our own family a product that we've raised.
Feed your family like we feed ours with Conestoga Farms golden yolk eggs, because local matters.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Raptors game night live from Scotiabank Arena. LeBron and the Lakers in town tonight. Let's go cross court over to Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy, because the Lakers are here, please call me James tonight.
Well, listen, normally when you throw the ball cross court, it gets intercepted. So I won't intercept this. I'll take the pass. But I will say, it never ceases to amaze me. And I'm speaking from a purely competitive standpoint now. I've got my competitive juices going. And Warren can probably attest to this, as can Javon. You're in Toronto here, and right now there are more gold and purple jerseys around than anything else. And as Mike Malone said in Denver when he was coaching Denver, that's okay. You can come to the arena with those jerseys on. But when you leave here, don't take it off when you take that L with you. All right? So James, I will say that. I'm down off the soapbox. I'm kind of pissed at all the – I shouldn't say it like that. I'm kind of upset.
No, we heard it.
Upset.
He's ticked off. He's tired. He's tired.
All the casuals that show up as, quote, basketball fans tonight wearing James jerseys, wearing Luka jerseys, and – I'd love to see nothing else more than them take an L with them on their way out the door. All right, let's get into it. Speaking of being everywhere, Scotty Barnes has been everywhere. He was everywhere in the win over Portland. The NHL has the Selke Award, Javon.
Yes.
And that is the best two-way player. Scotty would definitely be in the running for that with a guy like Giannis or Shea. There are some guys that really epitomize that, but how good has Scotty been playing both sides of the ball this year?
Yeah, I think, if the NBA had that award, Scotty would definitely be the front runner right now. And obviously, you put him in the likes of guys like Giannis and guys like Wemby and, Kawhi. But then, for me, I look at availability and durability. That would go into account. You'd have to take into account with that. And you think about those guys, Wemby would probably be the front runner if he would have played enough games. But, Giannis has only played 12 games. Wemby only 12 games. Kawhi only 17 games, right? And Scotty has down there played every game this season, right? But one, I believe. So for me,
to me, there is that award. It's called the MVP. I don't count one side of the ball like some people do. But
to add to that, you got to think that Scotty has 67 stocks, steals and blocks this season, second most in the NBA. And for me, it's not just his ability to steal the basketball, block the basketball, but he's guarding, 1 through 5. And nights like tonight when Pirtle's out, he's going to defend some center, right? And other times he's going to defend the point guard, the best player, but also his ability to make key stops. We've seen that against, Charlotte. We've seen that the other night with another big block. And, that says a lot about a guy that can defend, but also be a stopper when you need him to with a late clock, a late game. So for me, yes, Scotty, if NBA did have that award, right, Scotty this season and how much he's grown and taken a leap on both ends of the floor in terms of maturity offensively and defensively would get the nod.
Raptors got it right with the win over Portland, Javon. A close one over a team that's probably better than their record, but nonetheless, the Raptors get the win. Let's go over some of our main takeaways. For me, it was the fact that they were together defensively when they needed, and their offensive execution without RJ, and let's not get it twisted here, they really miss him. They really miss him, and the numbers play that out. But to me, in that game, they were able to get it done, and that makes them now 8-3 in clutch games, 5 points, 5 minutes or less. Javon, give me some of your takeaways from the Portland win.
Well, I think in the Portland win, and again, I'm going back to Scotty Barnes, is, Scotty shouldered the will, shouldered the energy, shouldered the force for the team that entire game. I thought he did a really good job of holding fort until late in the game, and, where Brandon Ingram had a late cut from a weak side off a shed pass, and, which led to that. B.I. didn't have his best game in terms of, efficiency. 7 for 17 from the floor. It was pretty choppy, but I thought Scotty really was, an all-around. They're probably, and I've seen it online as well, some people would say that was one of his best games, and don't take anything away from Portland, right? Their record doesn't really indicate how good and how tough that team is, but I thought Scotty's ability to have the emotional intelligence, the emotional maturity to carry the team until, late in the game when, you can get B.I. a basket and play Scotty on the basketball a bit more because things weren't working for B.I. on the ball, said a lot. And then you mentioned RJ, right? Without RJ, this team offense has struggled a bit, and I know a lot of people have had a lot of discourse and conversation about his defense, but I think you miss RJ's ability to touch the paint. You miss RJ's, ability to score the basketball in transition. And with that, the efficiency on the offensive side of the ball takes a little dip. But that also impacts your defense because when you're not scoring as efficiently, that means you're in transition, right? You're playing transition defense a bit more, which is the toughest to play in the league. So he has been a big miss over the last 5 games, in terms of, the offensive rating has dropped, points per game has dropped. But they've done a good job of holding fort, and a number of guys have stepped up. Shed, Scotty, B.I.'s done his thing. But that also speaks to the depth of this team.
Well, and I think that's something that will continue to serve this team well, Javon, the depth, especially with injuries. And hopefully they get guys back and get them healthy and are able to keep them healthy, because it's the one thing that can derail you in a real hurry, and that's injuries.
Yeah.
LeBron James will be the center of attention tonight with Luka not here. Personal reasons. We understand that he's in Slovenia for the birth of the second child, but he hasn't been the man, LeBron.
Yeah.
How do you think he's handling that?
It's interesting because I watched the game against Phoenix the other night, and I didn't see a motivated LeBron James, but we have to take into account, right, he's turning 41 in a few days, right? So when you look at that, and I know how I feel getting out of bed, right, it's tough, right? You've done this thing for 23 years. It's 23rd year in the NBA. And I think you're also seeing the succession plan for the Los Angeles Lakers in Luka Doncic, right? This is an experience that nobody has dealt with. LeBron has never had to deal with this. J.J. Redick has never had to deal with this. Luka's never had to deal with this. So there's a lot of pressures on a number of these guys, and I think everybody has handled it well. You think about it, they're winning games, right? And they're winning games on the road as well. So all things into account, right? Can LeBron – the other part is we're so accustomed to LeBron playing head and shoulders above the competition for the last 2 decades that standard is kind of set for him. And that's how you really evaluate him, when the reality is he's turning 41 years old. He's not going to give you 30, 10, and 10 anymore. Right? So, I think for where he's at and where the organization's at, right, they're doing just fine.
J.J. Redick approaching 100 games coached as the Laker head coach. I think he's doing a pretty decent job. But he's got some challenges going forward. And one of them for me, Javon, will be how he gets his team to buy in defensively, because they are great offensively, but we know come playoff time, like last year in that series against Minnesota, the Wolves took it to him, and they hunted Luka, isolated him, and took him to town. What do you think JJ's biggest challenge is going to be, or one of them going forward?
Well, the biggest challenge, I would say, is that they're the 6th oldest team in the NBA, right? And you look at the rest of the teams across the league, right? They're young, right? They get up and down the floor a lot faster. They're getting end to end a lot faster. They're switching. They're a little bit more spry. And for me, that is what you're really up against, right? And this team gets into a playoff situation. All the guys on that team, they want to win, right? Every time you step on the floor, you want to win. But when you're the 6th oldest team in the NBA, it's a lot harder to start that engine, to kickstart and go. So you've got to get creative with, how you play, right? You got to get creative. And I think, again, your offense has to support that defense, right? And they have to continue to be a high-efficiency offense, but then controlling the pace. And that they've done, this year. They're one of the slowest teams in the league. And you don't want to get into a running game with, your opponents. You don't want to get into, this where you're playing the field goal and points per possession attempts. I think for them it's really just slowing it down and, letting the talent take over. And I thought they've done a good job. JJ's done a good job of, getting LeBron in some mid-post situations, right? So he's not exerting as much on the perimeter, getting Luka into the mid-post so he can, play. Also using him and DeAndre Ayton in some mid-picking roles where, both Ayton and Jackson Hayes are playing some really good basketball and really efficient in the paint. And then when Luka leaves the floor, now you're giving Austin Reeves, who's having an incredible year, his room and his space to play some good basketball, which, again, he's having an all-star type year.
That's the guy that we're going to talk about next. Austin Reeves, he is having an all-star kind of year, and he's a guy that's made some real leaps in his game. Now, I will say this. He has been aided by the way the game is officiated in this era and in this time period, but, hey, he knows where his bread's buttered, and he's taken advantage of it. So he's a guy that you got to look at right now with them being second in the West, Javon, as a potential all-star.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think what gets lost is he's just a ball player and a golfer's body. And what I really like is he's found a way, and the obviously the acquisition of Luka has helped him. And what's impressive is the IQ, right? When he's playing alongside LeBron, and Luka, he takes a tertiary role and, just understands, okay, I got to pick my spots in this game, the 48-minute game, depending the rotation or the lineup on the floor. Am I more of a scorer? Am I more off the basketball? And then when, JJ has him on the floor where he's the primary ball handler, he gets to explore and, play the basketball that he wants to play. But he's doing a good job, right? We're talking about a guy that's averaging 28 points. And, the big number for me is the 6.5 assists, right?
Yeah.
And when you have LeBron on as your 4, when you have Ayton, some big centers down low, right? He can get into the paint. He's shown you a lot of footwork. He's shown you creative finishes. But his game has definitely grown. And I think when you acquired Luka, it was in question, like, where would an Austin Reeves fit?
Right.
Similar to, all the questions we heard here in Toronto, how would it fit with R.J. Barrett and Brandon Ingram and Scotty Barnes? Well, ball players are ball players, right? And you're seeing that. What we're seeing with Austin Reeves is similar to the Brandon Ingram effect on Scotty Barnes.
Well, I would say this. Watch out for Mr. Reeves getting to the free throw line tonight. That's the biggest kind of thing right now. He's really taking advantage of that, getting to the stripe. I mean, we've even heard comments from DeMar DeRozan when they beat Sacramento. They beat Sacramento. DeMar kind of twisted his head and said, Austin Reeves, 15 free throws? Watch out for that tonight. And we'll be watching it in about 5 minutes when the tip-off happens. Let's go back right now to Jim Taddy.
James, come on, guy. What's going on here? Wow. Okay, starting for the Raptors tonight, B.I., Scotty, Sandro, Jacoby Walter, IQ, and going for the Lakers, LeBron, Hachimura, Ayton, Reeves, and Vincent. This is Raptors Game Night live from Scotiabank Arena on TSN 1050.
They're coming in hot.
Obviously, other teams would want him, but Giannis is going to have a pretty heavy voice in all this. Like, how do you see it playing out with Giannis?
I mean, he wants to go there. That's what he's let it be known. Like, he's portrayed that indirectly, through rumors, agents, whatever. Doc said it. He didn't ask for it directly from them for a trade. He loves Milwaukee, wants to be there. But I'm sure his agent and people around him are telling him, like, he wants to get to New York or somewhere else. I thought, San Antonio would be a good destination for him. I thought he can go to Miami. I thought Minnesota would be nice to see him with Ant-Man and match up, but he's still a move away. But honestly, the best packaging could come from Toronto. Toronto has an opportunity to make a push here. He's still in the East. The East is open. They're a number 2 seeded team, and they would treat him like a god there. I mean, obviously anywhere, but they would love to have him, I'm sure, in Toronto. But
do you think it would have to include Scotty for Milwaukee to accept it?
Probably.
Overdrive with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Weekdays at 4 on TSN 1050.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
The Prestons are a hockey family. Growing kids need food, and food needs a proper kitchen. I was sent by Alpine Credits to help with a home renovation loan. I introduced these young athletes to my superhero strength protein diet. Just consult your doctor before eating 300 eggs a day. Plenty of room in that new kitchen, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
You can't win a national title with your inside voice. And you don't call the perfect shot by whispering. This is Canadian women's curling. There's nothing quiet about it. From the crowd, to the shot callers, to the game changers. Every voice matters. Because silence doesn't win championships. Loud is better live. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts, January 23rd to February 1st. Paramount Fine Food Center, Mississauga. Get your tickets at curling.ca.
Did you know Budapest is actually 2 cities? Buda on one side, Pest on the other. But whether you're a history buff or culture curious, no need to pick a side. You get it all on this trip. Non-stop flights to Budapest start June 2026. Air Canada. Nice travels.
Discover more value at Loblaws. Get PC air-chilled Canadian whole chicken for just $3 a pound. Offer ends December 10th. Shop in-store or online. Conditions apply. See flyer for details. Loblaws, proudly Canadian since 1919.
At Lease Busters, it's all about supply and demand. The demand is people looking to take over your lease. The supply is you wanting to get out of your lease early. There you have it. As simple as visiting leasebusters.com. Canadian owned and operated.
Buying a new car? Why go from dealership to dealership? At Canadian owned CarCostCanada.com, you simply choose your vehicle, view your custom report, and see your recommended dealer. Easy as 1, 2, 3, and membership is free.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Raptors game night live from Scotiabank Arena. The Lakers are here. Let's go cross court to Josh Lewenberg. Josh, we talked about it earlier. Giannis, is there any possibility he ends up here?
Oh, man. Jim, it feels like everyone in and around the NBA has been waiting for Giannis to ask out of Milwaukee for years, and here we go again. We're still doing the dance. Will he? Won't he? And, look, I think most of the league has been preparing for that scenario for a while, including the Raptors. This would be what I like to call an actionable scenario, an actionable event around the NBA if he was ever made available. So yeah, I think the Raptors certainly would be one of the teams in the mix, one of the teams that would be interested in him. If for no other reason, then this has kind of been their dream scenario for a long time. But Milwaukee, as we know, they're in a bad place. Like, they have mortgaged their future to keep Giannis in Milwaukee and keep him happy. And now, if they are moving on from him, they've got to get this right in order to dig themselves out of a hole. And I say that only because I don't know that it's going to matter necessarily where Giannis wants to go. I know in the player empowerment era, that's sort of the way that we think, is like the player decides. But if you're the Bucks, Giannis is under contract. You need to get the best offer available. The reason why I say that is I think the Raptors are in a position to put together a good offer. They've got good young players. They've got all their draft picks. But I'm not sure that they could put together the best offer and compete with the likes of OKC, San Antonio, maybe even Atlanta, because in order to right the ship here, Milwaukee's going to need high-level prospects. They're going to need established stars and probably a haul of picks as well. And I'm not sure that the Raptors check off all of the boxes there. So it's possible, but temper your expectations.
Countdown to tip-off is next on TSN 1050.
At No Frills, big holiday deals are on. Get select varieties of Cook's Portion ham for only $1.99 a pound until December 10th. No Frills won't be beat. Find a lower price and we'll match it. See flyer or visit nofrills.ca price match for details.
It may be the most wonderful time of the year, but it's also the busiest. So take a break from the hustle and bustle with 241 Pizza's Holiday Family Feast. 2 piping hot pizzas with 4 toppings combined, 1 garlic bread with cheese, 6 Portuguese custard tarts, and 1 bottle of pop. Call 241-0241 or visit 241pizza.com.
241 Pizza, 241.
Canada, time is running out. If you bought packaged bread or other packaged baked goods between 2001 and 2021, you could get up to $50 or more from the Canadian Packaged Bread Class Action Settlement. No receipts are needed, and all Canadian residents 18 and over can file. It takes about 1 minute online to get your claim submitted. The deadline is December 12th, so don't wait any longer. Visit CanadianBreadSettlement.ca. That's CanadianBreadSettlement.ca. File your claim today.
The weekend calls for serving glamour with some bubbly or scotch to pour.
Swapping gifts in condo rec rooms, pre-mixed cocktails, a gifting score. Some prefer a cozy night in mulling wine, phantom cottage core.
Maybe brunch and some light crafting. We've got recipes that you'll adore.
Whatever your holiday vibe, LCBO has gift-worthy wines, beers, spirits, and ideas to make it easier to pull off. 'Tis your season.
And we're all in.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
As Canada faces economic uncertainty, we have a plan to secure our future, and it starts in the Ring of Fire, an area in Northern Ontario rich with critical minerals. We can create more than 70,000 jobs across the province by unearthing these minerals and add $22 billion to Ontario's economy. That's how we protect Ontario, made from the Ring of Fire. Learn more at ontario.ca/Ring of Fire, paid for by the Government of Ontario.
Hey, James Duthie from McAlpine Lincoln in Aurora. By all means, go ahead and compare Lincoln to the competition. You may be surprised to see how our luxury SUVs stack up. With our calm interiors, suite of standard driver assist technologies, and pickup and delivery service, Lincoln brings you thoughtful experiences and comfort in the extreme. Schedule your discovery test drive and compare Lincoln today. We're confident you'll be extremely glad that you did. For details, visit McAlpineLincoln.com.
Why do I love getting my last-minute gifts at Shoppers Drug Mart? Well, lots of stores, many open late, great selection of gifts, and let's not forget the PC Optimum points. I get gifts for them and points for me, and so can you. Go to Shoppers. Exclusions apply.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
Oh, yes, they do. And hosting the Lakers, LeBron James. Is this his last ever visit to Scotiabank Arena? Let's go over to Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy wondering if the Raptors will have to declare a loss at Customs tonight.
The Lakers might have to. That would be good if they had to take an L with them on their way to Boston in the first two of their back-to-backs tonight. And I don't think it's LeBron's last game. Javon, he ain't going out without a farewell tour. Right? He needs a victory lap. So unless he's hurt or it's a back-to-back or something, I would say you will see him again in Toronto.
I'm with you, Jonesy, but some crazy things are happening across the league. Seeing the Clippers send home CP, a GOAT.
Craziness.
Point guard.
All right. LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent are the starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The lights down right now as the pyrotechnics are going off and the Raptors starting lineup is about to be introduced. And Jim's told you, but we'll tell you also. Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Subaru. Hurry into your local Subaru dealer today. The Raptors about to be brought out by Mark Strong. Big game for Toronto. Try to hang on to second place in the East. The lights down. Luda in the background saying stand up. And here's Mark Strong to bring out the Raptors.
Starting at forward, wearing number 14 from Dallas, Texas. Show your love for J-Dub, Jacoby Walter. At guard, the Wildcat Aldrich Swiftly, you know who, IQ Emmanuel, quickly, the big man at 6'9", the forward, let me hear you for Sandro Mamu Calisvili, from North Carolina to We the North, Notorious B.R.3, B.I.B.I. Brandon Ingram. And at 6'8" from Florida State, make some noise for your boy, Scotty Barnes. Head coach of the Toronto Raptors, it's Darko Rajakovic.
All right, the Raptors amped up and doing a little intel before the game. Scotty Barnes will guard LeBron James, at least to start with, until all the switching starts and all the attempts to get matchups that they want. Jacoby Walter is going to start on Austin Reeves, and after that, everybody hold your own. So let's see what the Raptors are able to come up with.
You know, I think this is a game where your perimeter, if you're the Raptors, if you guys like Brandon, Scotty, Jacoby, Emmanuel, those guys have got to be overly aggressive in this game, because DeAndre Ayton, he's going to be in drop coverage all night, right? Jackson Hayes, he's going to be in drop coverage all night. So those guys, especially, and sometimes players have a tendency, you see that drop coverage, you get past that first defender, and you settle for a jump shot, right? Set that tone early in this game and get yourself downhill to the rack, right? Draw a couple fouls. This is a team that doesn't foul much, right? But get downhill, get yourself, set that aggressive tone in this game, and then let the offense come from there. Force those guys to defend, and force guys like LeBron to defend, right? Austin Reeves to defend. At 40 years old, not your best defender. Austin Reeves doesn't have the best puppies sliding his feet, so that perimeter's got to be ready to go right from the tip.
It is very underplayed how important it is to go at somebody on the defensive end and not give them a free pass. Might put them in foul trouble, put them on the bench, going to tire them out. No free pass. Raptors will wear the red. They will move from left to right across your dial. The Lakers in the gold with purple trim, moving right to left toward Bay Street. JT Orr, Pat Frere, and Sean Wright are the officials. The Lakers win the tip, and they will come front court. James guarded by Scotty Barnes to Reeves up top. 3 in the air, got it.
Well, that's what I mentioned to you right from in the open, right? They do a lot of action. They get a lot of actions where they get LeBron the basketball in the post. Everybody on that weak side has still got to be aware of the actions. Austin Reeves coming off a double stagger into a 3.
Hachimura guarding Barnes. He gets it to Mamu. Back to Barnes. Scotty works right side, near wing in front of the bench. Crosses over into the lane on DeAndre Ayton. Lays it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Austin Reeves. I like Scotty not settling. Reeves drives, throws the head back. No foul call. Good job by the officials not to fall for it. And Barnes blocks the shot. The rebound to Scotty Barnes. After the Lakers got the miss back. Here comes quickly. Front court drive. Kick to the corner. Jacoby Walter drives baseline. Has it knocked out of bounds by Gabe Vincent. So it'll stay Toronto ball. Far baseline left side. They will inbound. Emmanuel quickly to do the honors.
And great attack there, right? Ball moves, and Jacoby Walter gets the basketball in the left corner. You have LeBron closing out. Good attack off of the dribble.
Mamu up top, 3 in the air, no good. Long rebound to LeBron. Outlet Reeves. Quick hit ahead to DeAndre Ayton. As Sandro lost his footing twice, Ayton lays it in. Lakers up 5-0. Here come the Raptors, front court. Mamu Kelishvili up top between the rings. Gets it to Ingram. Ingram drives into the lane. Kicks it on the baseline to Barnes, who jams it down. Great look by B.I. And Toronto gets on the board with a deuce.
And that's something that J.J. Redick talked about in the pregame presser, right? You look at the assist numbers on a guy like Brandon Ingram, just under 4, and you think he's not a big-time playmaker, right? But the long arms and seeing over the top of the defense is why you get a play like that, and Scotty Barnes getting an easy 2 under the rim.
Vincent, long jumper from 3, no good. Back comes Ingram. 10:03 first quarter, 5-2 Lakers. Ingram into the corner, kicks it out to Walter up top. They swing it. Barnes, far side. 3 in the air, short. Long rebound, DeAndre Ayton. Outlet to Austin Reeves out of Oklahoma. Brings it front court. On the bounce against Jacoby Walter. Steps back, a deep 3, good. 2 in a row for Reeves, 8-2 Lakers, 9:38 first quarter. Front court, Ingram, 17-footer, good. Near side, right wing in front of the Raptors bench. 8-4, Lakers with the lead. Back comes Gabe Vincent. Front court, gets it to James, over to Vincent. Works left into the middle, now weaves back right to the baseline. Reverse layup up and in. He was snaking on that dribble, Javon, and laid it home.
Yeah, good job there, just recognizing that Emmanuel quickly goes under that screen. LeBron James calling for the horn set as the ball is advanced up the floor.
Ingram in the lane, pull up mid-range from about 13 feet. 10-6, Lakers with the lead. 8:45 first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine. This is how we fan. Reeves on the lob to DeAndre Ayton, jams it down. 12-6, Lakers in the lead. Quickly over center. It's a screen from Mamu, works into the lane, kick it out. Sandro, swing to the corner. Ingram, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Scotty, kicks it out. IQ on the bounce, can't get through the traffic, has it knocked away. Away comes Gabe Vincent, tried to drop it for LeBron, and Mamu was all over it. Here comes Scotty on the run to Ingram. Corner 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Barnes, and they say stay here. Scotty was up for the rebound, got pushed in the back. And it will be a loose ball foul on the Lakers. Rui Hachimura, Raptor ball near side right wing in front of their bench.
The Raptors doing a good job of getting back on defense. Mamu Kelishvili and Scotty Barnes and Gabe Vincent overthinking that play, trying to toss the basketball back to LeBron, and Raptors getting a hand and opportunity on the other end.
Walter up top, gets it to Quickly. On the bounce, near side. IQ against LeBron. Now gets it to Scotty, down low on Gabe Vincent. Scotty, short corner jumper, no good. Rebound Reeves. 12-6 Lakers, 7:50 first quarter. Vincent down low, LeBron catch and shoot turnaround. Air ball, rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Puts it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Toronto. 3-on-3. Mamu will give it to Ingram. B.I. drives, gets to the hoop, and lays it in.
And those are the attacks right there that I want to see from Brandon tonight. I want to see from Emmanuel quickly tonight, right? He gets that one dribble into the paint, and right away, as soon as he gets to that free throw line, you can see he was attacking the basket, not pulling up for a jumper, and he gets himself a look for 2 at the rim.
Hachimura, 3 near side, good. Lakers knocking down triples, 3 of 4 from distance. They lead 15-8, 7:06 first quarter. Ingram, 3, no good. Jacoby Walter down with the rebound. Gets it to Barnes, to Quickly. IQ now to Jacoby, catch and shoot 3, no good. Raptors 0 of 6 from distance. Here come the Lakers, up 7. LeBron drives, floats it up, no good. Rebound Barnes. James wanted the call, didn't get it. Toronto with numbers, 4-on-3. Sandro drive, lay it up, no good. Reeves has the rebound. 6:35 first quarter. 15-8 Lakers. Reeves step back, deep 3, no good. Rebound Ingram. The pace favoring Toronto right now, Javon, as we get up and down.
Yeah, favoring Toronto. And you also got to win those possessions where, you know, in the open court, in transition, you've got to be able to convert those. The last possession, LeBron didn't get over half, but that's one of the ones where you've got to have numbers 5-on-4 to get yourself an easy basket and then get back up to match up.
Let's take a break. 6:22 first quarter. 15-8 Lakers in the lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Bet99 is built in Canada by Canadians for Ontario players. In fact, Bet99 is so Canadian it's an official partner of the NHL. Bet99 has more than 2,500 casino games, and you can stream football, soccer, and tennis on Bet99 while you bet. Get in the game with secure deposits and withdrawals. Just add a big screen, a comfy couch, and you're all set. Download the Bet99 app. It's Canadian, eh? 19 plus, play responsibly. Available to persons in Ontario only. If you have questions or concerns about your gambling or the gambling of someone close to you, please go to connectontario.ca.
You can't win a national title with your inside voice. And you don't call the perfect shot by whispering. This is Canadian women's curling. There's nothing quiet about it. From the crowd, to the shot callers, to the game changers. Every voice matters. Because silence doesn't win championships. Loud is better live. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts, January 23rd to February 1st. Paramount Fine Food Center, Mississauga. Get your tickets at curling.ca.
Weekend calls for serving glamour with some bubbly or scotch to pour. Swapping gifts in condo rec rooms, pre-mixed cocktails, a gifting score. Some prefer a cozy night in mulling wine, Phantom cottage core. Maybe brunch and some light crafting. We've got recipes that you'll adore.
Whatever your holiday vibe, LCBO has gift-worthy wines, beers, spirits, and ideas to make it easier to pull off. 'Tis your season.
And we're all in.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
First quarter, 6:22 to go. Thanks for tuning in on a Thursday night. Probably the coldest day of the year thus far in the GTA. I know I had to move about 3-4 centimeters of snow off my driveway. And as one of our security directors said with the Raptors, I said, coldest day of the year, man. He said, so far. It's only going to get worse, Jonesy. I'm like, okay, well, I'm in an arena hanging with my guy, Javon Shepard, Josh Lippa, keeping us on the air here. Alex Mandarino, also a technical producer tonight. Nick Scarcella on the board. And the guy in charge of the whole shooting match, Owen Hall, is in the house. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lundberg, you heard from them before the game. You'll hear from them at half. Right now, the Raptors need to hear from a little offense and defense. They're down 15-8, Javon, with 6:20 to go, first quarter.
Well, I think if you're the Raptors, you know right away that Lakers starters, they score 94.9 points a game. That's 80% of their offense, right? And they're down Luka. Obviously, he's not with the team for personal reasons. So a guy like Austin Reeves, who started out the game hot and shooting the basketball well, you've got to be overly aggressive and taking away his space, taking away his comfortability on the offensive end.
Well, they just got him there, Austin Reeves. Jacoby Walter out of the timeout. Great play call by Darko. CMB delivers the ball on the slip screen, on the down screen by Murray Boyles. And now they've got a foul on quickly against Jake LaRavia. I did not see.
I thought they were just playing basketball.
I did not see a whole lot of contact there.
It was basketball, but good call by Coach Darko coming out of that timeout, recognizing that when they get into their 5-out offense, LA's switching all those off-ball exchanges.
Murray Boyles guarding James, the 40-year-old and the 20-year-old, the 19-year-old. LaRavia step back three, got it. Wow, tough shot. IQ was right in his grill. Lakers up 8, 18-10, 5:40 first quarter. Walter up top, gets it to Mamu in the lane. Shot fake, goes up, blocked by 8. Here come the Lakers on the run. James runs into quickly, throws it up, no good. Rebound Toronto. Here comes
Ingram. The possession here, I'm saying they got to be able to win these ones. LeBron's just trailing back into the play after being blocked. You've got to be able to convert if you're the Raptors on this one.
LeBron didn't get back past the logo, but the Raptors don't convert. Here come the Lakers. Reeves, far side, into the lane, bounces off. CMB leads in, floats it up and in. 20-10, Lakers.
That's a good player. Austin Reeves is a good player.
Hey, that's a great play.
Like he absorbed that bump by CMB and kept his footwork alive for that layup.
Ingram misses the mid-range jumper but runs down his own rebound. Now on DeAndre Ayton. Kicks it out to quickly. IQ, catch and shoot three, bang, first one. in the bottom of the well tonight. Raptors 1 of 7, and they trailed 20-13.
And that's only Emmanuel Quickly. The last 3 games have shot 12 of 24 coming into this game from three-point line. So force feed him, get him some looks, and Brandon Ingram doing a good job of that one dribble, shrinking the defense and kicking out to a hot hand.
Reeves to James, 3 near side for LeBron, no good. Rebound Mamu. Outlet to Ingram, front court. Ingram cross court. He was looking for Mamu Kelishvili, who was setting a screen for Quickly, and Ingram's pass sails into the front row, into the expensive seats. Oh.
Those might be your seats when you retire. Those are going to be yours.
If they want to give me those, I'll take them.
No, you got. I see your tie, so I know you can pay for them.
I took it out of Taddy's closet. 4:07 first quarter, 2013 Lakers. Subs into the game for LA. And right away on the drive, Nick Smith Jr. lays it in. Two-way player out of Arkansas. Murray Boyles down low, tries to get it to Ingram. Thought he had the mismatch on Nick Smith Jr. Instead,
that was the right
turnover.
Idea. Definitely the right idea, right? They seen the switch, and Brandon Ingram right away getting to the post up. That basketball just got to be delivered. CMB was looking at the officials as if the basketball got tipped.
Man, now they got a foul away from the ball on Jamal Shed against Austin Reeves. (22-13). Lakers by 9, 3:39 first quarter. LaRavia drives, leans in on CMB, floats it up and in. 11-point lead for the Lakers. 3:27 first quarter. Ingram into the lane, spins, gets to the cup, floats it in. 24-15, 9-point lead for LA as they come front court in the gold from right to left toward Bay Street. Smith Jr. to Reeves on CMB. Shakes him, CMB right with him. Reeves step back 3, no good, good contest, but the rebound to LaRavia. Drives, runs into Jamal Shed, who stood in for the charge. It's a turnover on the offensive foul, and that'll be Toronto basketball after the timeout. Let's take a break. 2:59 first quarter. 24-15 Lakers in the lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
The legendary Yeti, born to handle ice, snow, and the harshest conditions imaginable.
Hey, that's like a Subaru with all-wheel drive.
The mighty Yeti uses its impressive strength to navigate any terrain.
Like the X mode in a Subaru.
No one knows exactly what they do out there.
Usually snowboarding, sometimes skating if I find a pair that fits. Legendary winters await, so hurry into your local Subaru dealer for lease and finance rates as low as 1.49%. Conditions apply. See dealer for details. Subaru, uncommon comes standard.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Ron is a teacher helping bright minds, but this time he needed help. Alpine Credit sent a cosmic superhero with a debt consolidation loan. She conjured a magic book, Debt Consolidation 101. Lesson 1, consolidate debt into one low monthly payment. Lesson 2, nothing. It's a short book. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Fiscal license 12616.
This Black Friday, get serious about your deals. Do you really need 8 smart TVs or Moonrock face cream? Really? It's time to invest in something that's truly priceless, a good night's sleep. Sleep Country is extending Black Friday. Get the sleep you've always wanted with 25% off almost everything. Plus, don't pay until 2028. On now, but not for long.
Shop till your eyelids drop this Black Friday.
Only at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply. Limited time only. Speak to a sleep expert for more details.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Back in Toronto on a Thursday night. The Lakers in town for, I would say, their only visit of the season, but let me never rule out a possible Raptors-Lakers NBA Finals. You know, Javon, it was always a joke for me when in the first few years of the team. They were expansion team, 96, 97, 98. We'd leave the Western Conference and we'd leave like, I don't know, LA or Portland when they had good teams. And I'd say, see you guys. They'd say, yeah, see you soon. I said, yeah, I'll see you next time in the finals. And I stopped joking like that because when the Raptors got good, I would say it with all seriousness, and you just never know, right? 24-15, Lakers by 9, 2:58 first quarter. Here come the Raptors front court in the red from left to right. Barnes up top, gets it to Shed, works left. Jamal into the lane, kicks it out, knocked away, and here come the Lakers. Front court, Nick Smith Jr. on the bounce. Gets it to Jackson Hayes. Dribble handoff to Reeves. Back to Hayes. Wheels into the lane. CMB with the contest. No good, but LaRavia comes down with the rebound. Shakes CMB, but Murray Boyle says not tonight. Shuts the door on the block and then runs the court for the jam. CMB doing it at both ends. Raptors cut the lead to 24-17. Reeves to Hachimura, far side against Shed. Jabs, holding. Now drives, Shed cuts him off. Backs in, turns, jumper in the air, no good. And they got the foul on Shed. And I just thought Hachimura was off balance that time. But yet Jamal Shed going to be called for the foul. And that puts the straps on a really aggressive defender with 2 quick fouls, Javon.
Yeah, I thought on that play the Raptors, went to that matchup zone a bit, which kind of confused Hachimura on that right block, mid-post area. The clock got under 10, and Raptors matched back up, man, and I'm not sure I would have called that foul, right? He looked a little bit confused and then just put his head down.
Makes the first free throw, the Gonzaga man, Rui Hachimura. 25-17, Lakers by 8. Minute 54 to go, first quarter. Second one good for Hachimura. 26-17, 9-point lead. Shed brings it front court for Toronto wearing the red, number 23. Turns the corner, gets into the lane, finds CMB, and the jam from Murray Boyles. Shed making that play.
Big time action, right? And Shed, an incredible read. As that flare is happening, it's opening up that driving lane on the right side of the floor for him to make the play.
Ooh, Grady on the drive. Shed with the steal. Feeds Grady, who's steaming down the left wing far side. Little misdirection step, but Jackson Hayes blocks the shot out of bounds. Back in comes LeBron James. 26-19 Lakers, 129. First quarter, Raptors inbound baseline left far side. Shed in the lane to Barnes, looks at LaRavia and then jams it in his kitchen. Raptors cut it to 5, 26-21. Nick Smith Jr. on the bounce to Hayes. Now to James against Barnes. They get the switch now. He's working on CMB. LeBron backs out on the dribble. Drives, cut off into the lane. 2 fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebound Toronto.
I think LeBron's underestimating how strong CMB is.
Grady drives and is fouled by LaRavia. Grady took a hard foul on the right hip, the backside, kind of the SI joint. But he'll get to the line for 2, 26-21. Raptors down 5, and I think all you have to do is talk to the Raptor players and ask them who they hate playing against in practice.
It's that man right there,
CMB. Yeah.
And a couple times now, LeBron has seen the rookie in front of him and thought, okay, I'm going to attack. And I'll tell you this much, LeBron is pretty strong, right? And he hasn't been able to move him, right? And I think on that last possession, he probably found out, no, he's for real, right? This is like trying to run through a wall.
Didn't we say that CMB's like that kid in the schoolyard that doesn't know how strong he is? He's playing pickup and he's fouling you and you're like, get off me, man. Like, that's a foul.
He's
like,
the guy that's in the playground at school or in the community center. He's playing in jeans and Timbs. he's got on work boots and denim jeans and some Levi's.
You're like, get off me.
And he's playing hard.
26-23, free throws good for Grady. Raptors down 3, 45 seconds, first quarter. LeBron, far side, up top. Vincent, shot fake. Side step, 3 in the air, good. 29-23, Lakers by 6. 35 seconds, first quarter. Barnes on the dribble against Gabe Vincent. Backs down. Jackson Hayes sitting in his lap. They kick it out. CMB 3. Good. Down the bottom of the well for the rookie. Murray Boyles with 7 on 3 of 3, and the Raptors cut the lead to 29-26.
And if Scotty keeps posting up, right, they're double teaming Jackson Hayes. Didn't have a sense of urgency getting out to CMB at the top of the key, and just a rhythm 3.
LaRavia far side, drive, CMB cuts him off into the lane, kick out. Nick Smith Jr. escape, dribble, jumper, no good, but Grady crashed into him. I thought he was off balance, just contest, contain, contest, get the miss and go. But Grady's going to take the foul. 0.8 of a second to go, and the Lakers will get 3 shots. Ouch. Nick Smith Jr. out of Arkansas. First free throw up and down. The Hogs turn out some athletes, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Got a lot of athletic dudes going back to my days watching them. Played against them once when they had the legendary Nolan Richardson coaching them and what he called 40 minutes of hell at Barnhill Arena. I'm telling you, man, it was like they had 9 cats on the court. 2 free throws good. Raptors inbound. LaRavia steals it, heaves it, no good. So it's a 5-point Laker lead, 31-26 after the first quarter. Let's take a break. Second stanza when we come back. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
The Romans called it red pizza. You'll call Pizza Rosa amazing. Now you can enjoy Pizza Rosa at 241 Pizza for only $9. Order a medium Pizza Rosa made with 241 Pizza's new signature sauce, topped with freshly grated Grana Padano cheese and fresh basil. Order yours today, because as the saying goes, when in Rome, call 241-0241 or visit 241pizza.com.
241 Pizza. Hey, it's James Duffy for McAlpine Ford in Aurora. The best sales and service you will find anywhere.
Jimmy, step aside.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm recording the commercial.
I chatted with Peter at McAlpine. He wants a new voice. He loves the needle mover idea.
But this is my thing. I'm the McAlpine guy.
Beat it. It's my time to shine. Hey, come visit Pete and his team at McAlpine Ford in Aurora. Visit McAlpineFord.com. Tell them the O-Dogs sent you.
And James, too.
Take a hike, Jimmy. It's O-Dogs time now.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
The best insight, analysis, and entertainment. Overdrive, weekday afternoons at 4 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Second quarter about to start. 31-26 Lakers. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Javon, give me a quick synopsis of what you saw in that first quarter.
Well, I seen Austin Reeves pretty aggressive. Without Luka on the floor, if you're the Raptors, you got to turn off the water to him, right? And you got to shut off the water there. Gabe Vincent is shooting the basketball really well this season. And for the Raptors, got to find him on the floor, right? Because you don't want to allow him to get comfortable. I thought the Raptors did a good job, and Scotty Barnes in particular, with LeBron James and holding him at bay 0 for 5. Got to continue that good defense there, not allowing him to give them more confidence. But the Raptors just playing with pace, right? Playing with some pop against this older team.
Momo in the game. They try to hit him on the lob. The Raptors, it goes awry. Back come the Lakers. Gabe Vincent, 3, no good. Rebound Barnes. Quick hit ahead to Quickly. IQ into the corner. Grady, catch and shoot, 3. Got it in the bottom of the well. 31-29. Raptors cut the lead to 2.
And that's the pop that I'm talking about, playing with that pace, right? Emmanuel quickly gets that basketball, 2 dribbles. He's up the floor, and Grady letting that thing fly, right? The faster you play, you're in a much better rhythm. You don't have time to overthink.
And they got Momo now for a foul in front of the Laker bench. Lakers in the gold, moving right to left towards Bay Street. And Momo a little bit too tight on Gabe Vincent, called for the foul. Vincent will inbound. It's the ball from official JT Orr, holds it over his head. Gets it to Nick Smith Jr. in the pocket, left side, near wing in front of the Lakers bench. Drives, quickly cuts him off. Kick it up top to Vincent. In the lane, DeAndre Ayton, turnaround, got it, had position on Momo. And the Lakers go up 33-29. Barnes back on Ayton, slow walks him into the lane. The jump hook, good look. Came short and left it on the front rim. Back come the Lakers. Ayton in the lane. Blocked from behind by Barnes. Rebound taken down. Smith Jr. 3. Got it. Nick Smith Jr. on the 3. Speaking of Arkansas, the Arkansas man with the rebound, Adu Tiru. Transfer from Kentucky, went with Cal. In the lane, quickly gets there, floats it up and in. 36-31. Lakers with a 5-point lead. Vincent up top to James, 3, no good. Rebound knocked away. It'll be Toronto ball. And now they change it, say it's Laker ball. James will inbound in the corner. Javon, that's a tough spot to inbound, right where the baseline meets the sideline. LeBron having his trouble, lobs it into Ayton.
You can't really run a play to score out of that from that angle.
They get it to Reeves. Now to Tiru in the lane. The youngster drives, floats it up and in, and is fouled. So the youngster will go to the line for an and one attempt. I remember seeing him in college and saying could be the second iteration of OG Anunoby. Just his size, his strength. He goes 6'8", 220. And is very athletic.
He's athletic, and you know, this Lakers team, they're going to the free throw line for their 6th free throw attempt, and that's an area of strength for them. You want to limit the fouls, you want to limit those free throw attempts, because coming into this game, they were shooting 134 more free throws than their opponents.
Quickly gets to the lane, kicks it to the corner to Walter. Grady swinging to Scotty, slips but gets back up. Dribble handoff to Quickly. Now they get the switch. Quickly drives, floats it up, blocked by Ayton. And with 2.3 to go on the shot clock, Raptors will inbound baseline right near side. 39-31 Lakers. Quickly inbound to Grady. Grady went left, the pass went right, and the ball rolls out of bounds all the way in front of the Laker bench. Ouch.
Well, the turnovers, and unfortunately for the Raptors, a lot of them have been dead ball turnovers, but 7 turnovers for the Raptors already in just, the opening between the first quarter and the opening minutes of the second quarter.
Well, the ball not touched, so the Lakers will inbound. They'll have to bring it 94 feet. 9:40 to go, second quarter. 39-31 LA. Reeves on the bounce to LeBron. Down the lane, leans in and lays it home on Scotty. First bucket. LeBron, 1 for 7. Quickly front court. Raptors down 10, 41-31. Mobo to Jacoby Walter. Catch and shoot 3. Bang in the bottom of the well. And JTR says, timeout here. We need this area wiped up. He's watched 3 or 4 guys take a spill in that spot.
That's good for Jacoby, right, to knock down that three-point shot coming into this game, right? He's been 3 for 10 from the three-point line over his last 3 games, and he's a guy that can be a spark plug. So if he sees one go down and, you know, his ability getting into the paint, his ability to score, his ability to cut, it's always good when those guys can see the ball go through the hoop, especially from an area where they've been struggling a bit.
41-34 Lakers, 9:10 to go, first half. Reeves on Jacoby Walter. At the logo, works left, drives into the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound Mobile. Outlet Walter. Jacoby on the run, into the corner. Grady, catch and shoot 3, bang! In the bottom of the well for Grady Dick. Raptors 6 straight, cut the lead to 41-34, or 41-37, a 4-point edge. Dalton connect, corner 3, good. Lakers go back up by 7, 44-37. Quickly on the bounce, gets it to Barnes. Now to Grady, up top to IQ. Shot clock at 10, he works left, turns the corner, kicks it cross court, intercepted by Tiru. On the drive, Grady ties him up, and they got a foul called on Grady. Oh, the cross court look, a tough one. I thought he had the roll man in the lane, Javon, but there was an alley, but it just closes so quick when that ball's in the air.
And this is a big team, right? He gets that basketball, and I thought DeAndre Ayton did a good job of staying in front. Mobo was under the basket. Jonathan Mobo was under the basket. That was probably the right play for an easy 2. Obviously, Emmanuel quickly didn't see him try to make a tougher pass over onto the weak side, which has led to that turnover, and a live ball turnover in this situation just led to these 2 free throws. But I think, you know, that's an easy fix, right? I'm sure, you know, there's a number of assistant coaches on the backside of that bench there for the Toronto Raptors. That's one of the clips that you have ready for half, right? You go into the locker room and just show, right, these are the coverages. This is how the Lakers are guarding this. And you'll see, you know, Jonathan Mobo in this case under the basket for the easy 2 next time around.
Raptors with subs in the game. They come front court in the red from left to right. Shed, Mobo, Mamukelashvili, Ingram, and Walter. Jacoby up top, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound tipped up by Mobo, couldn't get it. Here come the Lakers with an 8-point lead, 45-37. Long lob to LeBron, and it goes out of bounds. LeBron wanted the hold, didn't get it. Pat Frayer adamant that it's Toronto ball. Here comes Shed, front court, on the bounce against Reeves. Holding at the logo, now works near side, on connect. Drives into the lane, Jamal floats it up, no good, but the foul on connect. As JJ Redick doesn't like it, and Connect looking at Pat Frayer with his fingers pointed at his chest saying, me? And Frayer said, yeah, you didn't go straight up. You piked, you bent at the waist, and there was contact, and that's a foul.
Well, Jamal Shed, right, turns nothing into something there, because they try to get that wide pin down for Brandon Ingram, and they switched it, didn't really get open, and got to the continuation where now Brandon is setting, you know, the ball screen at the top of the key for Jamal Shed, and he comes off of that thing so fast and gets himself to the rim. That's really where he wins that possession. That's really where he wins that battle, is that change of speed, that force, that ball of fire that he gets to the rim with.
45-39. Laker lead is 6 with 7:32 to go. In the lane, Reeves with an off-balance leaner gets it down. 8-point lead for LA. Shed drive in the lane. Ingram up fake, lays it in. Jamal Shed with the assist. Ingram lays it in. He's got 10. Shed off the bench with 4 assists already tonight. And the Lakers turn it over at the other end. And the Raptors looking to gain a little momentum here. See if they can even this thing out by halftime. Ingram on the drive to Sandro in the lane. Mamu tries to find Mobile, almost too unselfish. He was right there. And another turnover, Javon. It'll be Laker ball after the timeout.
Well, you know, the thing is, if the Raptors take care of the basketball, it's a completely different game. You're in a 6-point game right now. You've turned it over 9 times, which has led to 7 points. But they're shooting the basketball well, 45% from 3, 47% from the floor, right? Just taking care of that pill a bit more, you put a bit more points on the board.
6:52, first half, 47-41, Lakers by 6. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we know you can never be too invested in your team. So go ahead, keep yelling swish whenever you send a money transfer. Make your email signature ball is life and actually mean it. Because when you've been ranked #1 in client satisfaction among mid-sized personal banks for 14 years straight, you know you can never be too invested in your team. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. For JD Power 2012 to 2025 Canada Retail Banking Satisfaction Studies Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards for more details.
Get no frills delivered. Shop the same in-store prices online and enjoy unlimited delivery with PC Express Pass. Get your first year for $250 a month. Learn more at pcexpress.ca.
This ascent isn't for everyone. You need grit to climb this high this often. You've got to be an underdog that always over-delivers. You've got to be 6,500 hospital staff, 1,000 doctors, all doing so much with so little. You've got to be Scarborough, defined by our uphill battle and always striving towards new heights. And you can help us keep climbing. Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
Walmart is taking low prices even lower with thousands of holiday rollbacks on now. Save 90 cents on a 235-gram bag of selected varieties of Lay's chips, now only $2.97 each at Walmart. Shop online and in-store today.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, and Josh Lipa at the back of section 119. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg at recess. We're 6:52 away. Producer Owen Hall in the house. Back at Raptors Central, Nick Scarcella, and technical producer Alex Mandarino. So the Raptors on an uphill climb, Javon. They've never led. They've trailed by as many as 11, and it's like every time they get close, they shoot themselves in the foot with a turnover.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's something you can address in the next 650, right? And just, again, right, when you take care of the basketball, does it solve everything? No, right? But what it does, it gives you a bit more opportunity, a bit more chance to get a rhythm going, right? To string together a couple consecutive baskets or, you know, some baskets after forcing a turnover, after getting a big stop, which gives you a little bit more momentum and energy.
Reeves with the ball for the Lakers. In the goal, they move right to left toward Bay Street. Leans in against Mamu, knocks it away.
That's what you love about having Mamu on the floor is as soon as Jacoby Walter gets over that ball screen with Reeves, Mamu's right at the line of the screen, and there's nowhere for Reeves to go, right? He's quick enough to recover after Jacoby gets over the screen.
Vincent off the screen on the inbound, misses the shot. Back comes Toronto. And that's a foul on Vincent. Murray Boyles was heading to the middle of the lane with the much smaller Gabe Vincent at 6'2", 200. And he just hip checked Murray Boyles. If CMB isn't that strong, like, we're talking about a guy taking a big tumble. Raptor ball front court. Ingram far side on the bounce into the lane. Finds Jacoby Walter for the jam down low.
That is
great
nice.
pass by B.I.
That is nice. And B.I. comes off of that Iverson cut from the right side to the left side. And on his catch, he catches it and sweeps right back to the middle of the floor. All eyes and attention is on B.I. and Jacoby Walter just cuts from that weak side, right side to the basket.
Reeves leans in and gets the roll down low.
He's so crafty.
He bounces Mamu Kilishvili off and gets it down. 49-43 Lakers, under 6 minutes, first half. CMB, 3 in the air, got it in the bottom of the well. The rookie showing well tonight for Toronto. He's got 10, and the Raptors cut the lead to 49-46.
How comfortable does he look shooting the basketball from 3, right? Just knowing where his shots are coming from, knowing what are good shots, and just rhythm threes for him.
Oh, they had the switch there, lobbed it up to 8. Jamal Shed needed a ladder to stop that one. Murray Boyles in the corner. Jacoby Walter, 3. Bang! Jacoby in the bottom of the well. Raptors cut it to 2 at 51-49.
And also having CMB as a playmaker in that secondary, right, as a big, catching that basketball, making that play to the weak side.
Well, they lob it into Ayton, and CMB coming for help overran it, and Ayton laid it in. 53-49 Lakers.
Well,
and now a foul at the other end.
Here's the thing. DeAndre Ayton's shooting 71% from the floor. Right, on his rolls, that tagger's got to be there higher, because if he gets deep under the basket, right, that's a bucket. So whether it's Jacoby Walter or CMB that was coming across in this instance, in this case, right, that stop, that tag has got to be a lot earlier. It's got to be a tough wall so he can't continue to roll under the basket.
I'd also like to see some pressure on the ball handler too, right?
That helps. That helps.
It's an easy lob.
That helps.
5 minutes exactly. First half, 53-49. Lakers by 4. Ingram near side on Reeves. Up top to Shed. Jamal drives on Vincent. Stutter dribble into the lane. Finds CMB. Raises up. No good. Knocked away. 4 on the shot clock. Gotta go. Mamu step back. 3. No good. CMB keeps it alive. Shed underneath. Kick out. Ingram steps into a 3. No good. Sandro contests for the rebound, but they say he was standing on the baseline when he touched the ball. Laker ball.
Still got to give this team points for the effort, right? CMB with the offensive, the extra possession on the tip. Jamal Shed coming in there and trying to get a tip on the basketball. Mamu Kelishvili, right, doing a good job as well. Didn't come up with this last one, but still, right, the energy and the effort that you're playing with.
Vincent cross court. Hachimura on the drive, lays it up and in. Again, CMB got caught going for the steal and provided a lane to the hoop. 55-49, 6-point Laker lead, 4 minutes to go. First half, Raptors in the red, coming left to right. Jacoby Walter, 3, no good. Rebound knocked away. Mamu keeps it alive. Shed drives, near side, kicks it out. Sandro's 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Lakers. Toronto 7 of 17 from distance. Reeves drives, gets into the lane, lays it up and in, and he wants a foul. Everybody wants a call. 57-49, Lakers by 8. Shed, front court, and Darko wants a timeout with 3:31 to go, first half. Let's take a break. Lakers by 8, 3:31 to go, first half. 57-49, Los Angeles. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
This Black Friday, get serious about your deals. Do you really need 8 smart TVs or Moonrock face cream? Really? It's time to invest in something that's truly priceless, a good night's sleep. Sleep Country is extending Black Friday. Get the sleep you've always wanted with 25% off almost everything. Plus, don't pay until 2028. On now, but not for long.
Shop till your eyelids drop this Black Friday.
Only at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply. Limited time only. Speak to a sleep expert for more details.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
People sometimes ask, sure, you can consolidate people's debts using telekinesis, but what else can you do? As if changing lives isn't enough. Well, I can also use my power to make it rain hot dogs. It's still not as cool as consolidating debts into one easy payment, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. This for license 12616.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
3:31 to go, first half. 57-49, Lakers in the lead. And really taking advantage of the Raptor turnovers. The Lakers 7 points off the 9 turnovers. And when I say taking advantage, it's not necessarily the points off turnovers. They've got as many shots as the Raptors. Just think what the Raptors would have in terms of field goal attempts, Javon, if they had. I don't want all 9 turnovers gone. Give me half of them. Give me 5 more shots at the hoop.
Well, you're taking advantage of them, of those turnovers, because you're creating them, simply by creating them. Remember, that's uncharacteristic of a Toronto Raptors team and one of the best in the league at taking care of the basketball, only 14.5 a game, right? So you've already forced 9 out of them, right? You've kind of disturbed and disrupted their offense a bit. So for the Lakers, right, that's not necessarily known as a defensive team, right? You got to tip your hat for them, to them on that end of the floor today.
Raptor ball, front court. Ingram, corner 3, short. Rebound, Laravia. On the run out, gets it to Reeves. Again, Shed, near side, underneath. Laravia on quickly, turns, puts it up and in. Just pure mismatch there. Pure mismatch. 59-49. 10-point lead for the Lakers. Biggest lead of the game has been 11. Barnes backs in on Jackson Hayes, gets into the hoop, puts it up, no good. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Here comes LA. Hachimura 3, no good, near side. And a casual one-hand rebound by Ingram, was going to catch it and get going. And Laravia came up behind him, knocked it away, and laid it in.
Yeah, just a little bit too cool with that one. And Laravia wanting it more, right? Smelling blood and sticking his nose in there for it.
Barnes up top against Hachimura. Now to Shed. 2 minutes to go. Raptors get it to Barnes underneath. Wrapped up by Reeves, and Scotty's going to get a couple of free throws.
You can see the way the Lakers are playing, and I mentioned it earlier that J.J. Redick in his pregame press conference just mentioned how impressed he is with Scotty Barnes attacking the basket, how physically he is. Some guys, just use one bump, right? Scotty uses first, second, and third and be the creator of it, and you can see there's that intention and a focus that as soon as Scotty gets the basketball inside the painted area, inside the, restricted, there's 1, 2, 3 defenders beating him up. And, on the possession before, Jackson Hayes bodying him up. This play here, Austin Reeves not allowing him a chance or even sniff at the rim, just wrapping him up with both arms.
Barnes, free throw in the air, good. 1 of 2. So the Raptors trail by 11, 61-50, 2:03. Clock running, first half. Here come the Lakers, front court, right to left towards Bay Street in the gold uniforms. James up top, lob to Jackson Hayes, misses it, was right under the cup, couldn't get it down. Here comes Barnes to Mamu, kick out. Ingram 3, no good. I'd have taken the 2.
Yeah, and Scotty's got to tell him that too. As a leader of his team, you've got to take that, especially right now when the offense doesn't really have a rhythm. You've got to take the easy 2 under the rim, under the basket.
Jackson Hayes lays it in. Lakers' biggest lead of the game is 13, 63-50. Raptors shooting 42%. Mamu 3 up top, got it in the bottom of the well. 63-53. Raptors down 10. Got to make some shots, Javon.
Well, it helps when you're doing what Brandon Ingram did right there, drawing 2 right on the left side of the floor, keeping that dribble alive. 2 defenders and getting the basketball out to Mamush Kelavelli for the 3.
Hayes down the lane on the give and go. Gets it down on the dunk. 65-53, 12-point Laker lead. Ingram underneath. They got Scotty on Reeves, and the foul is on Reeves. He was in jail. And Scotty clapping his hands Don't know if he's saying good read or get it to me earlier.
I think he's telling his guys, his teammates, the other 4 guys on the floor, like we got to play now, right? We got to play with some pace, some urgency, some energy. I like that from Scotty. Right?
Yeah.
I love that leadership, and that's for me why I'm so impressed with that, and why I love seeing it is that's part of his game that everybody questions so much, especially last season, right? Does he have the emotional intelligence? And he's showing it now. Now that he has less responsibility to shoulder the offense, to shoulder the scoring of the team, you can see the winning attitude, right, really coming out of the shell.
Raptors down 10. Barnes makes a couple of free throws. 65-55 LA. Scotty on the board with 7. Reeves over center, far side right wing, turns his back to Quickly. Now gets it to James. Near side on Barnes. Gets a screen from Jackson Hayes. Now the switch on Mamu. LeBron drives, cuts off. Turnaround, fall away, got it. 67-55, Lakers by 12. James now 2 of 9 for 4 points. Quickly walks the ball over center with a waist-high left-hand dribble. 15 seconds to go in the half, 10 on the shot clock. Raptors will have to give it up. IQ drives on LaRavia into the lane, kick it, swing it. Mamu, 3 in the corner, good. Down the bottom of the well for Sandro. 4 seconds to go in the half. Reeves loses the ball, quickly picks it up. And trying to tell the official that he was fouled, but to no avail. It'll be a 9-point Laker lead, 67-58 at recess.
No, this is going to be a winnable, very winnable game for the Toronto Raptors, right? Playing with a little bit more pop. Seen on that last possession there where they get a nice 3-point look and 3-point basket. But if they come out in the second half to take care of the basketball, right, to play with a little bit more force, a little bit more energy, this game is within their control.
Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. Halftime here at Scotiabank Arena. 67-58. The Lakers in the lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-318-1940. That's 1-800-318-1940. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-318-1940. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-318-1940. Ontario license number 4705786.
The legendary Yeti, born to handle ice, snow, and the harshest conditions imaginable.
Hey, that's like a Subaru with all-wheel drive.
The mighty Yeti uses its impressive strength to navigate any terrain.
Like the X mode in a Subaru.
No one knows exactly what they do out there.
Usually snowboarding, sometimes skating if I find a pair that fits. Legendary winters await, so hurry into your local Subaru dealer for lease and finance rates as low as 1.49%. Conditions apply. See dealer for details. Subaru, uncommon comes standard.
It may be the most wonderful time of the year, but it's also the busiest. So take a break from the hustle and bustle with 241 Pizza's Holiday Family Feast. 2 piping hot pizzas with 4 toppings combined, 1 garlic bread with cheese, 6 Portuguese custard tarts, and 1 bottle of pop. Call 241-0241 or visit 241pizza.com.
241 Pizza. At No Frills, big holiday deals are on. Get select varieties of PC coffee for only $20 and get 5,000 PC Optimum points. Only in the app until December 10th. No Frills won't be beat. Find a lower price and we'll match it. See flyer or visit nofrills.ca for details.
Cyber Week savings continue at PetSmart. Now through December 7th, save 20% on your purchase with promo code CYBER. Online only at PetSmart.ca. Exclusions apply. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
At Tangerine, we know you can never be too invested in your team. So no, we don't think it's too much to get married in your jersey, or that shouting "and one" after every credit card tap is too obsessive. Because when you've been ranked #1 in client satisfaction among mid-sized personal banks for 14 years straight, you know you can never be too invested in your team. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. For JD Power 2012 to 2025 Canada Retail Banking Satisfaction Studies Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards for more details.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
CMB, 3 in the air, got it in the bottom of the well. The rookie showing well tonight for Toronto. He's got 10, and the Raptors cut the lead to 49-46.
CMB with a good half. 10 minutes, 10 points. Welcome to Raptors at the half. Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg. Warren, this was a half of catch-up. Raptors never had the lead. What was your take on their performance?
I think a lot of things that I said in the pregame transpired and happened. The points in the paint, the Lakers have dominated that area, and that's just due to Hayes and Ayton just being 7 foot. And, you can do a lot of things in this game, but one of the things you can't do is you can't teach height. And, whether it's a pick and roll, a give and go, which you saw with LeBron and Hayes towards the end of the second quarter, they have 40 points in the paint. So of their 67, a lot of it's been on the interior. I think when the Raptors were able to get stops and get out and run, they're the better team. The Lakers struggle to get up and down the floor. So, but that's been few and far between. I think they got off to a really good start. And listen, it's really good to see a lot of these guys play. And I know the focus for a lot of people here is LeBron, but Austin Reeves is a baller. Oh, he is a straight hooper, and he's put in a very good first half, and he's been a big part of why they've been successful. I also think the Raptors have some of their shot selection hasn't been the best. I don't think they're playing to the same identity in which we've seen them be successul with. And I think if they're gonna turn this game around, and it's not out of reach.
No.
I think the Lakers have dominated, but if they are going to win, they have to get back to that same brand of basketball where they're getting stops and they're moving the basketball quicker. They do have 19 assists. Don't get me wrong; they are sharing the ball, but in terms of shot selection and making sure that you're offensively efficient, I think that can improve.
To your point, Reeves, 14 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds in the half. Let's go cross court to Josh Lewinberg. Josh, not the typical Raptors defense, is it?
Yeah, I think Warren mentioned the major issue there. First of all, is just the lack of size without Jakob Poeltl in the middle, and the Lakers are making them pay with, of course, their size and physicality, but also the dribble penetration. Austin Reeves is picking them apart, and that is in the scouting report. That is in the game prep here, especially knowing now as we have for about 24 hours that Luka Doncic wasn't going to play tonight, because while Austin Reeves is having a fantastic season, he takes his game to another level and also his usage rate to another level when Luka isn't in there. Luka missed 3 games earlier in the season. Austin Reeves in those games, 28 points and 16 assists. That was his bad game. 41 points and then 51 points. So I don't know what he's going to end up with tonight, but again, the Lakers are playing through him right now. And LeBron, look, this is LeBron's 37th career game in Toronto, including playoffs. This isn't the dominant LeBron that we've seen in this building here before, but even at 40 years old and even with just 4 points and 2 of 9 shooting, he just has such a way about him, a way of making plays and having the offense flow, especially in transition. We've seen him burn the Raptors here. Definitely a cool moment, though, for some of the Raptors youngsters. I know Colin Murray-Boyle's a guy who has not looked phased really at any point during his rookie season. I asked him earlier about, what is it about these matchups going against guys like LeBron where you just, don't seem nervous? And he's like, hey, I put my underwear on, same as these other guys. Now, LeBron might have underwear older than CMB. Murray Boyles wasn't born until after LeBron's second NBA season. LeBron was already an all-star before CMB was born, and he has blocked LeBron already twice at the rim tonight. 10 points off of the bench, has knocked down a couple threes. Definitely a bright spot for the Raptors early on.
Let's pick up on that, Ward. CMB, you forget he's a rookie. He's played with poise pretty well from game one, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't forget he's a rookie. I know he is. It's
just how he plays. So
it just makes it more impressive that he is, right? I mean, that's what I think about it. I watch him play, and I'm like, oh, this guy's a rookie. You know. So it is. I say that to myself, but I'm well aware, and I think it goes to show that the Raptors really pay attention to who they draft, because it's very, as we all know, when someone does get drafted, they come in as a project, and everyone gives them 2 to 3 years to go ahead and develop. But it's very rare to see someone who isn't a focal point or a major high draft pick, and I know he was, but it's very rare to see them come in and fit right in and be able to pick up things right away. So CMB's ahead of his time mentally, where he can come into a game and change the outcome, whether he plays a lot of minutes or not. And that is a very impressive part of the game or should I say, for a rookie to come in and be able to play whatever role the team needs. You see him switching onto LeBron. He can guard guards. He rolls to the rim hard. He sets screens. He can knock down an open three. And that apparently was the weakest part of his game on his scouting report, was that he couldn't shoot. And he's come in and proven that already. So just wait till he has 2 or 3 more seasons under his belt. He'll continue to get better, and I think all these minutes that you're seeing now, I've said this before, they're going to pay dividends later on.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, it's at the point now, if you're drafted by the Raptors, you know you're going to get a long look.
Yeah, and I mean, a couple of standouts off the bench for the Raptors from some young players. We talked about CMB, but also Grady Dick. I've been really impressed with his process lately, even before the shots started to fall. I thought the other night he came in a bit of a shooting slump, but was doing all the other things that we talk about him needing to do in order to stay on the floor, defending hard, running the floor, making the extra pass, and also attacking closeouts. Threes not falling, put the ball on the floor, get some good looks from mid-range. He did that, saw some of those looks start to drop, and all of a sudden I think the confidence is starting to get back to where it was, because he saw a 3 fall in the fourth quarter of the game the other night, and now he's 2 for 2 for tonight. So he's actually knocked down his last 3 triples after missing 16 of the previous 19. So that's a huge development for the Raptors. Obviously an important player, especially with R.J. Barrett out of the lineup.
Josh, thanks very much. Warren, quick thought. So the Raptors have been rallying and trying to keep close. How do they sort of get over that in the second half? How do they gain some sort of control here?
Well, that's the key word, control. Well, you have to control the glass, so cannot give up too many offensive rebounds to this team, give them no second chance points. You got to turn the Lakers over and get out and run. If they can do that, I think they give themselves a good chance. I think defensively, we all know they got to do a better job, but they did score 58 points, so their offense isn't too bad. It's the defensive end of the floor that has to tighten up. If they can do that, they'll give themselves a chance at the end.
Tonight's first half stats are driven by Subaru. Legendary winters await. Hurry into your local Subaru dealer today. Going to deal with a couple of numbers. 3 shooting, 7 of 14 for the Lakers. They were actually 5 of 10 in the first quarter. The Raptors overall 9 of 20. Not bad at all. Points in the paint that we talked about. It is 40-22 for the Lakers. The Lakers in the paint in the second quarter, 28-6. It's 67-58 for the Lakers over the Raptors at the half. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Bet99 is built in Canada by Canadians for Ontario players. In fact, Bet99 is so Canadian it's an official partner of the NHL. Bet99 has more than 2,500 casino games, and you can stream football, soccer, and tennis on Bet99 while you bet. Get in the game with secure deposits and withdrawals. Just add a big screen, a comfy couch, and you're all set. Download the Bet99 app. It's Canadian, eh? 18 plus, play responsibly. Available to persons in Ontario only. If you have questions or concerns about your gambling or the gambling of someone close to you, please go to connectsontario.ca.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
This Black Friday, get serious about your deals. Do you really need 8 smart TVs or Moonrock face cream? Really? It's time to invest in something that's truly priceless, a good night's sleep. Sleep Country is extending Black Friday. Get the sleep you've always wanted with 25% off almost everything. Plus, don't pay until 2028. On now, but not for long.
Shop till your eyelids drop this Black Friday.
Only at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply. Limited time only. Speak to a sleep expert for more details.
Get Superstore delivered. Shop the same in-store prices online and enjoy unlimited delivery with PCX Pass. Get your first year for $2.50 a month. Learn more at pcexpress.ca.
Walmart is taking low prices even lower with thousands of holiday rollbacks on now. Get a Mega Constructs Pokemon Pokeball for only $3.97. That's over 55% in savings at Walmart. Shop online and in-store today.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Second half about to start. Raptors trailing the Lakers 67-58, and I was kind of looking at the numbers, Javon. Before we get to the numbers, we'll tell you that third quarter is brought to you by 2-for-1 Pizza. Order 2-for-1's one large pizza, 2 toppings for $12.99 deal today. Call 2-for-1-0241 or order online at 2for1pizza.com. So the big number that stands out to me, the Lakers are shooting 56%, Javon, and a category that the Raptors are usually very good at, which is points in the paint. But I can see why tonight with no Pirtle, and I'll give you some more numbers on that in a minute.
Well, the Raptors are getting outscored there 40-22, right?
Exactly.
And, if you look at the 10 points from DeAndre Ayton, and I mentioned in the first half as well, he has 10 points. But the thing for me is not allowing him to get deep under the basket, right? They're going to run a lot of pick-and-roll actions with him, whether it be Reeves, whether it be, LeBron, whether it be, any of their guards, Gabe Vincent, and he's getting straight-line drives, right? Got to get a bit more resistance on him earlier because he's a big part of Jackson Hayes as well. He's a big part of the reason why, these guys are scoring as efficiently, as easily in the paint.
Raptor ball to start the half. They're in the red, and they're moving from right to left toward Bay Street. Mamu, near side, backs in, finds quickly on the drive. Floater in the lane is good. IQ knocks it out. A good start for the Raptors. They cut it to 7 at 67-60. Back comes Gabe Vincent. Front court. Oh, LeBron, great pass to Reeves, who lays it in. Oh. Vintage LeBron on that one, 69-60. Barnes backs in on Ayton. Turn, jump hook, short. Scotty runs down the rebound. Finds Jacoby Walter. And the block on LeBron James as Jacoby lays it in. Scored and a foul for the Baylor man that will have a chance for a three-point play.
Well, a big-time play by Scotty Barnes as well. After his attack against Ayton, right, he comes up with the offensive rebound. Jacoby Walter right away diving to the basket. But Scotty Barnes creating that with the second chance opportunity, and Jacoby Walter doing a good job evading LeBron James, who set up shop to draw the charge.
The ruling on the floor is being challenged.
Well, they're challenging to see if LeBron was there. We will hopefully get a look at the replay. But let's take a break. 51 seconds gone. Third quarter, 69-62 Lakers. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Hey Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
This ascent isn't for everyone. You need grit to climb this high this often. You've got to be an underdog that always over-delivers.
You've got to be 6,500 hospital staff, 1,000 doctors, all doing so much with so little.
You've got to be Scarborough.
Defined by our uphill battle and always striving towards new heights.
And you can help us keep climbing. Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
Thought Black Friday was the end? That's just offensive. Sunwing Cyber Week is your winter survival strategy disguised as the ultimate after party. Because Cyber Week's serious vacation savings and a few surprises will transform winter from enemy number one into your greatest ally. While others nurse buyer's remorse, you're stockpiling vitamin D. The after party shuts down December 7th. Book with your local travel advisor or at
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Back in Toronto, the challenge unsuccessful. LeBron was moving, was not set. So
all that means is LeBron's not in his prime anymore.
Yeah, Jacoby Walter will go to the line for the old-time three-point play. Free throw no good by Jacoby. LeBron can't squeeze it. Out of bounds, Toronto ball. 69-62. Raptors down 7, but they have a chance for a 4 or a 5-point trip if they can score here. Barnes, short jumper in the air, got it. I don't know what the Lakers were doing. He was wide open from about 12 feet near side left wing. 69-64. Raptors cut it to 5. James up top on Barnes. Gets a switch on quickly. Now Scotty comes back. LeBron into the lane. Kick to Gabe Vincent. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Eaton underneath. Mamu takes it away from him. Here comes Toronto. Barnes in the middle to Quickly. To Jacoby. Now Walter gets it to Barnes up top. Scotty in the middle of the floor. Gets to the hoop against Hachimura. The short jumper, good. 10 feet far side. 69-66. The Raptors have cut it to 3.
Scotty knocking it down on both sides, and Mamu there setting the screen and slipping out right to the left block, which opens up that driving lane for Scotty.
Reeves comes off the screen. Good look at a 3, knocks it down. 72-66. Lakers by 6. 10:03 to go, third quarter.
That's one thing. Reeves has been really good shooting the basketball from 3 tonight, 3 for 5, and he just looks so comfortable.
Ingram with a nice play to Barnes on the screen roll. Great pass. B.I. goes airborne, switches it to his right hand and slides it to Barnes, who lays it in.
Well, Scotty's been active this second half, early in the second half. Right, 5 points for him. Only had 7 in the first half, but these opening minutes have been really aggressive.
72-68. Reeves comes off the screen, and he is the master at getting the foul on those. And I just don't know when the gather is. He comes off the screen, and I thought that foul was on the floor, Javon. And the histrionics from players wanting calls, and that's league-wide, is out of control. Well, somewhere Rasheed Wallace is yelling, "Ball don't lie," because he missed the first free throw. Second one good, 73-68, 5-point lead. And it's the Lakers that have it. Reeves will stand on the line for one more. Makes 2 of 3, 74-68, 6-point lead for the Lakers. Here comes Quickly, near side left wing. Raptors in the red, moving right to left toward Bay Street. Ingram turns the corner, into the lane, fall away jumper, back rim, no good. Could have had his rebound, didn't go after it, and Vincent jumped in front. Vincent back against Quickly, kicks it to Hachimura. Jumper, foul line, straight away, no good. Rebound Barnes. Quick hit ahead to Mamu. Bats it to Quickly, far side, right wing. Up top, Scotty steps into a three. Got it in the bottom of the well.
That's nice. He's come out in this third quarter locked in, right? And this was similar to the Portland game where he knew and played a brand of basketball where, hey, I've got to do it. And right now he's come out with energy in this third quarter.
Raptors strip the Lakers. Down 3, Jacoby Walter drive, and the block is called on Reeves. Raptors taking it to the hoop again. A live ball turnover, and they make a jailbreak as Reeves could not take the charge. And Jacoby Walter will go back to the free throw line. He's had a nice game, Jacoby. 12 points on 5 of 9. He's got a chance to tack on 2 more. Free throw up and down for the Baylor Bear. 74-72. Jacoby Walter getting the start for R.J. Barrett. No Pirtle tonight, and Mamu Kelishvili is in the lineup. 2 for Jacoby. Cuts the lead to 1, 74-73. 8:45 to go. Gabe Vincent front court to James. Now to Reeves straight away on Jacoby Walter. Drives, leans in, lobs it up to Ayton, and they score it and a foul. And they've got the foul on the Raptors. Not sure if it was Jacoby or Scotty. Probably Scotty. They say he got Ayton in the head.
And that's a tough position for Scotty, right? He did a good job early in the action with Jacoby Walter of not switching and staying on LeBron James. The Lakers are trying to run an action where he could get him that basketball, that right elbow for that mid post. And now when that play is made to DeAndre Ayton, Scotty's coming from above the free throw line to try and make a block shot.
77-73. Ingram turns the corner. Kick out, Mamu. Drives, held by Reeves into the lane. Kicks to Ingram. Shot clock at 4. B.I. spins. Kick out. Sandro 3. Bang! Down the bottom of the well for Sandro Mamukelishvili. Raptors cut it to 1 at 77-76.
Well, I mentioned the playmaking of Brandon Ingram earlier, right? And 7 assists tonight. Only 5 for 13 from the floor, but again, the playmaking ability.
In the paint again, Ayton takes the lob from James and jams it down. 79-76. Barnes for the tie, no good for 3. Here comes LeBron. 7:40 third quarter, 79-76 Lakers. James turns the corner. Gets to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Knocked away. Here comes Toronto with numbers. 4 on 3. Into the corner. Jacoby catch and shoot. Bang! We're tied at 79. Jacoby Walter knocks down another 3. He's got 17. Timeout, Los Angeles.
And my, how the tides have turned, right? And great ball movement by the Raptors. In fact, they've had some really good ball movement all game. 27 assists, Jonesy, on 29 made baskets. Back-to-back threes for the boys in red.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. 7:23 to go, third frame. 79 apiece. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Derry is a beautiful place, but things do happen from time to time.
Crave is the exclusive home of groundbreaking HBO originals, including It, Welcome to Derry, the much-anticipated new series from the world of Stephen King. Go back to where it all began.
There's something bad here in Derry.
It, Welcome to Derry. Stream now, only on Crave. Subscribe at crave.ca.
At Tangerine, we know you can never be too invested in your team. So go ahead, keep yelling swish whenever you send a money transfer. Make your email signature ball is life and actually mean it. Because when you've been ranked #1 in client satisfaction among mid-sized personal banks for 14 years straight, you know you can never be too invested in your team. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. For JD Power 2012 to 2025 Canada Retail Banking Satisfaction Studies Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards for more details.
Why do I love getting my last-minute gifts at Shoppers Drug Mart? Well, lots of stores, many open late, great selection of gifts, and let's not forget the PC Optimum points. I get gifts for them and points for me, and so can you. Go to Shoppers. Exclusions apply.
My holiday wish list. I could use a smartwatch.
I need a new drill.
Plus a new phone.
And a sander.
Plus a tablet.
And a circular saw.
Oh, headphones.
This year, give a day to unplug with a gift certificate to Thermea Spa Village at thermea.com.
The best insight, analysis, and entertainment. Overdrive, weekday afternoons at 4 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Well, the Raptors shooting 8 of 11 this quarter, including 3 of 4 from distance. And they wiped out the 9-point Laker halftime lead. We're even, Steven. New ball game squared at 79 with 7:23 to go. Pretty nice start to the third frame.
Yeah, really good start. And obviously you mentioned the hot shooting, 3 for 4 shooting from the three-point line, but it's been Scotty Barnes for me, right? The 9 points in this third quarter, right? And how active he is defensively as well, using his body, challenging shots, his communication on screens, right? A lot of his play has generated some energy for the Toronto Raptors, which has led to this really good shooting. And then I mentioned the ball movement and creation off the pass, with the 27 assists on 29 made baskets.
Laker ball, front court in the gold, coming left to right. James straight away, guarded by Ingram. Gets a switch, now quickly guarding it. James turns, backs down, kicks it to Hachimura. Drives baseline, cut off. Contested jumper, good. 19 feet, far side left wing. Hachimura knocks it out. 81-79 Lakers. Back comes quickly for Toronto. To Ingram on the logo. Gets a screen from Barnes. BI now works far side, right wing, and they call him on a carry. Sean Wright, you've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
You have got to be joking me. Austin Reeves might as well put that thing on the train the way he carries it, and you're going to call that. Again, I'll get on my soapbox and say the entertainment value is overriding the integrity of the rules. I mean, you could call it on every play. Vincent up top, into the lane. Gets it to Hachimura. They get it underneath, or try to Ayton, and Barnes picks it up. Scotty to Sandro, reverse layup, foul. That's a dangerous foul in today's NBA. He was kind of clotheslined. Vincent goes over and shakes hands with Mamu. If Sandro falls and throws his arms up and embellishes that, that's a flagrant one.
Well, we're grateful that Mamu's as strong as he is and had the control while he was in the air, but he clotheslined in midair. And that almost looked like it was above the shoulders.
Well, they're going to look at it for a flagrant, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's upgraded.
That, without a doubt, should be a flagrant one. At the bare minimum.
Some of you that are youngsters need to go back and look at Larry Bird clotheslining Kurt Rambis in the finals in '85. Like, that's what it was reminiscent of, without Mamu hitting the ground the way Rambis did. You weren't even a twinkle in your.
I wasn't even.
You weren't even a twinkle in your old man's eye. That's when.
Wasn't even a thought.
That's when the physical nature of the game was at its height.
You're showing out talking about 1985.
Hey, man.
You're acting up.
I was balling back then, man. With the high socks and the short shorts.
You were probably traveling and carrying the basketball.
No, are you kidding? They call it the Euro step. Back in our day, it was a travel.
Jonesy was out there double dribbling. Couldn't get the basketball over half. 10-second calls.
Are you kidding me?
8-second calls.
You better not push up on me, or else I would slice you like Mac the Knife. And we're waiting on the call. Both refs underneath the underneath the hood looking to see what the control center, the replay center, says in Secaucus. And I'll tell you that I'm surprised if this is not a flagrant one. Sean Wright talking it over with JT Orr and Pat Frere.
I will say I do think Gabe Vincent was trying to make a play on the ball. Right, just probably didn't anticipate him getting as high as he did.
All right, here's the call from Sean Wright. He's explaining everything to the minor officials, and here we go.
The ruling on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant one due to wind-up, impact, and a potential injury. We will shoot 2 shots and get the ball free throw line extended with 24 on the shot clock.
So Mamu will have a chance to tie the game, and the Raptors will have a chance to lead on the side out of bounds following the free throws. Mamu on the line to shoot 2. They tell DeAndre Ayton back up. Javon, I would argue sometimes these are tougher free throws with nobody there.
They are.
First one no good from Sandro.
So much of this game is routine and habit, right? And we don't have anybody at the free throw line. Right, it's almost a bit more distracting.
Well, he makes 1 of 2, so 81-80 is the lead as the Raptors will have a chance for the lead. Inbound, far side, right wing. CMB into the game. Scotty Barnes going to get a little break. Scotty with a fabulous game, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and the meter's still running. Ingram, lob, Murray Boyles puts it up, no good, and then lays it in. He tipped it, caught it, and laid it home. Toronto up 82-81, first lead of the game for the Raptors.
That's the old school in CMB, right? Securing the basketball first. Doesn't have to be flashy, but I'm going to get the 2.
Reeves in the lane. Bounces off Raptors, and they're going to get CMB for the foul. To me, Reeves created that contact, and he just ran into a much stronger guy. That's all that was. Free throw by Reeves, good. He's got 22 on the night. 5:56 to go, third quarter. Game tied at 82.
I mean, Reeves, he's having a really good game, right? He's flirting with a triple-double right now. 22 points, just knocked down the other free throw for his 23rd point, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Here comes quickly front court. 83-82 LA. Ingram up top. Over to Mamu, far side. Gets it to Ingram. BI drives, gets into the mid-range. Has it stripped. Drives on LaRavia, pull up, fall away, got it. Maybe that'll get him going. 6 of 14 for BI. He's got 12. The Raptors up 84-83.
His game is such a smooth game, but a strange game because, you know, there's often times where you think he's not having a good game, and then you look at the numbers, and he's having a pretty good one.
Reeves, deep 3, knocks it down. 86-84, Lakers. Ingram drives right. Back to Sandro. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound, Jacoby Walter sneaks in to quickly for 3. Bang in the bottom of the well. Call 5. Toronto up 87-86. Austin Reeves front court. 4:50 to go, third quarter. Deep 3 by Reeves is good. Got to throw some water on that guy. 89-87 Lakers.
That was a 33-foot 3, and he walked into it like he was just under the basket.
That was Steph Curry range 3. Ingram up top.
I thought you were going to say Paul Jones range.
No, there was no line when I played. Ingram to quickly, shot fake, sidestep to Ingram, up fake, drive, kicks to quickly, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Murray Boyles keeps it alive, but Ayton has it. Off to Reeves. To LeBron, charging down the lane, lays it in. 91-87 LA. Back comes Toronto. Ingram, pull up, mid-range, got it.
There we go.
BI might be getting going now.
There we go. And as soon as he has back-to-back buckets, that's when you as the point guard on the floor, anybody that next play has got to go right to him. Because he's a rhythm guy, and you see that he's, has getting a little feel. You want him to get hot, right? That next set has got to go right to him.
LaRavia, 3, no good. Rebound, Murray Boyles. Outlet Ingram up the right side, far wing. 3:30 third quarter, 91-89 LA. And Reeves flops underneath. He was fronting Murray Boyles, and CMB, again, that strength, just extricated himself, and Reeves flopped and got the call. I'm tired of the embellishment on calls. It's terrible. Reeves, front court. On the bounce against Shed. Step back, 3, no good. And they got the foul on Shed. Jamal stood there, turned his back. Wow, we get a look at the replay. Austin Reeves being treated like he's a younger LeBron James, being treated like he's Magic Johnson out there. 92-89. 3-point lead for LA. 3:21 to go, third quarter. This is where I think the NBA needs a new rule. That foul, if it was a foul, was after the shot. It should be an after the shot foul. Take it out of bounds. That had nothing to do with the ball going in or not. He was not fouled when he raised up. He wasn't touched on the arm. They got to change that. 94-89. Lakers by 5. 3:12 to go. Shed drives into the lane. Fouled by Nick Smith Jr. So Jamal Shed will go to the line and get 2 for Toronto. Actually, they're going to get the foul on LaRavia. Shed on the line as J.J. Redick trying to say that he was passing the ball. First free throw up and down for the Houston Cougar. 94-90. Adu Tiro into the ball game. Hachimura sits down. 94-90 LA, 3:08 to go, third quarter. Shed, second free throw up and down cleanly. 94-91, 3-point lead for the Lakers. Reeves, front court. Jamison Battle into the ball game. Reeves drives, Murray Boyles strips him. Outlet, they find Grady on the run. Knocked away by Nick Smith Jr. Here come the Lakers. Into the lane, Smith Jr. Looked like he got away with a push-off.
I thought there was a push-off there. There was definitely a push-off.
Timeout Darko, 96-91. 5-point Laker lead. We will keep it right here. But this is a point, Javon, and I'll say this to you, and I know Warren's listening too. As players, if that's the way it's called,
call it both ways.
You got to play through it.
You got to play through it, but just allow it both ways so that it's an even playing field. There's been a number of phantom calls that I thought Reeves has gotten where maybe a slight touch or even on the jump shot there where he got fouled by Shed, I thought he kicked his legs out. But if you're going to allow Nick Smith Jr. to get into the paint and extend that forearm, it's okay. Part of the game. I understand it, right? You're going to let guys be physical, but it's got to be on both ends of the floor.
So 2:40 to go, third quarter, 96-91. Lakers with the lead. We have told you how good the Toronto Raptors are. I mean, they could close it with the best of them. They're like Tiger Woods after leading in 3 rounds of a major. They don't give it away very often. Tiger's only failed to close it out twice in his career. And the man has more wins on the PGA Tour than anybody else. And we'll tell you, this season, the Toronto Raptors, when they lead after 3 quarters, to double check my numbers here, yes indeed, they are 14-1. The one loss coming in Charlotte. But when they trail, they're only 1-5. So the next 2.5 big here for Toronto. Murray Boyles to Grady. Underneath to Barnes, fouled by Reeves. Scotty on the baseline. Jamison battle, catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound, Nick Smith Jr.
Yeah, there's a ton of respect for Scotty Barnes.
Triple team.
He got a triple team in that post, made the right play. But still, if you see that you've garnered that type of respect, right, as a player, you'll know that you can balance and impact the game through your passing and scoring.
Reeves up top on Murray Boyles. Pushes off. CMB. That's a terrible call. Reeves initiates the contact, leans in, throws it up, gets it down, and they're going to give him a foul and an and-one opportunity. (98-91). Reeves will go to the line for one more. Free throw good. He's got 34. And he's got 35 now with 9 free throw attempts. Barnes in the post. Finds battle. JB jams it down. Baseline near side. 99-93. Lakers by 6. Minute and a half to go. Third quarter. Nick Smith Jr. on the bounce against Shed. Now they get the switch on Murray Boyles. Stutters, drives, CMB cuts him off. Fall away jumper short. Rebound Barnes. Outlet Shed. Jamal on the run. Lobs it to CMB. Fouled. Nope. Blocked. Kicks it back out. Barnes 3. Good. Down the bottom of the well for Scotty Barnes. 99-96. 3-point lead for LA. Raptors will dig in on defense.
How about that, the awareness and the maturity by CMB, right, to muscle out that basketball and find Scotty Barnes on the perimeter walking into that 3.
Reeves, deep 3 up top, no good. Rebound Barnes. 40 seconds, third quarter. Scotty on the drive, kick out. Shed to battle. Drive to Barnes, underneath, lay it up and in. Right over Austin Reeves, 99-98. Raptors cut it to 1 and got to dig in on the defensive end. Reeves drives on CMB. Low crossover, and they got the foul on Murray Boyles.
And see, that's where experience, right, is the best teacher for CMB, right? Austin Reeves catches that basketball on the last dribble and keeps it low below the ankles of CMB, and CMB instinctively reaching in on that last second as Austin Reeves is getting to the basket, right? And you gotta understand time, place, score, right? And Austin Reeves, he's gotten to the free throw line. It's going to be his 10th and 11th time of the night, right? So if you're CMB, you gotta recognize, right, the whistle's in his favor. Got to be even more disciplined, whether it's a foul or not. Just got to stay down, got to stay disciplined, and not get baited into that last second foul there.
CMB is going to sit down with 4 fouls. He's given the Raptors a good game tonight. 12 points, a couple rebounds, 3 assists, but a really solid floor game. 99-98 Lakers, 21.6 seconds to go. Reeves' second free throw is good. 100-98 Toronto. They'll bring it front court. Shed on the dribble. Shot clock is off. This is the last 10 seconds of the quarter. Raptors have the ball. Shed on the drive into the lane. Kick to battle. Now to Ingram. VI up top. Scotty deep 3. Rattles and doesn't go. 2 rims. So after 3 quarters. 1 lap of the track to go. The Raptors trail the Lakers 100-98. Last lap of the track coming up. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
The Prestons are a hockey family. Growing kids need food, and food needs a proper kitchen. I was sent by Alpine Credits to help with a home renovation loan. I introduced these young athletes to my superhero strength protein diet. Just consult your doctor before eating 300 eggs a day. Plenty of room in that new kitchen, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. FISRA license 12616.
The Romans called it red pizza. You'll call Pizza Rosa amazing. Now you can enjoy Pizza Rosa at 241 Pizza for only $9. Order a medium Pizza Rosa made with 241 Pizza's new signature sauce, topped with freshly grated Grana Padano cheese and fresh basil. Order yours today, because as the saying goes, when in Rome, call 241-0241 or visit 241pizza.com.
241 Pizza, 241.
This Black Friday, get serious about your deals. Do you really need 8 smart TVs or Moonrock face cream? Really? It's time to invest in something that's truly priceless, a good night's sleep. Sleep Country is extending Black Friday. Get the sleep you've always wanted with 25% off almost everything. Plus, don't pay until 2028. On now, but not for long.
Shop till your eyelids drop this Black Friday.
Only at Sleep Country. Restrictions apply. Limited time only. Speak to a sleep expert for more details.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Fourth quarter time, last lap of the track, 100-98. Lakers have the lead. The Raptors have cut it to 2. They actually had a brief 1-point lead, but it's money time now, Javon. What do you got?
Well, I want to see Scotty Barnes get activated right in this fourth quarter right away, right? He had 14 points in the third quarter, right? So if he can go out and have that impact and set the tone, it's a 2-point game right now, right? A stop right here. He's done a good job on the defensive end, right? His matchup is LeBron James right now. Get a stop on this end, but I want to see him in the action offensively so he can create. We've seen the type of respect he garnered, even a triple team.
LeBron only has 6 points. There's that streak on the line, right? Step back, 3 over Mamu, short, long rebound. Vincent gets it back to LeBron. Another 3, no good. Rebound, Jackson Hayes kicks it out, and he stood on the baseline. Oh no, they said Toronto had him wrapped up and was standing on the baseline, so it'll be Laker ball. Lakers inbound, deep inbound to Jackson Hayes. LA in the gold, coming left to right. Nick Smith Jr. knocks down a 3 near side. 103-98. Lakers by 5. Quickly up top. IQ into the lane. Tries to get it to Sandro. Tries to pick it up, and it's wrestled away. And the Lakers, LaRavia called a timeout on the seat of his pants. Sloppy ball handling there.
Yeah.
And the Raptors create a turnover.
If you're getting into the paint right there, Manuel, quickly, you've got to be prepared for the active hands of all the Lakers players, right? You're doing a good job, doing the right job, right? You've attracted 3 defenders, with all of them in there trying to pluck that thing away.
Let's take a break. 55 seconds gone, fourth quarter, 103-98 Lakers. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At No Frills, big holiday deals are on. Get select varieties of Cook's Portion Ham for only $1.99 a pound until December 10th. No Frills won't be beat. Find a lower price and we'll match it. See flyer or visit nofrills.ca price match for details.
Hey Raptor fans, What would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Ho, ho, holy moly!
Santa, welcome back to Indigo.
Heather, Indigo's chief book lover. I need a recommendation for readers who love a great mystery.
I've got 2 must-reads from 2 of my favorite Canadian authors. There's Chris Hadfield's Final Orbit and Louise Penny's The Black Wolf. Perfect for any book lover to curl up with.
Well, I'm ho-ho happy I ran into you.
Who's next on your list, Santa?
At Indigo, we've got gifts so special, even Santa shops here.
At Walmart, we offer everyday low prices week after week so you can shop when and how you want. Grab a 4-pound bag of fresh clementines for the low price of only $4.44 at Walmart. Shop online and in store today.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
103-98. Lakers with the lead. 11:05 to go, fourth quarter. I say fourth quarter because it's one of my favorite broadcasters used to say, and Jim Taddy will have to tell the bedtime story on this one. Danny Gallivan, legendary voice of the Montreal Canadiens in the 70s and early 80s. The possibility of overtime looming large. And on some of the scrambles here, it's not even like hockey, where you'd say, puck loose right in front. I mean, the ball's loose and guys are bending over like they're picking up eggs. Javon, you got to get on the ground for that. You got to scoop that like loose money.
First to the floor wins.
That's it. Here come the Lakers. Front court in the gold from left to right. Vincent to Jackson Hayes on the elbow. Now to Nick Smith Jr. Steps back for 3. No good. Long rebound. Goes to LeBron James. Kicks it up top. Vincent on the drive into the lane. Floats it up. No good. Tipped up by Hayes. No good. Lakers get it back. Shot clock at 2. LeBron drives. Knocked away. Here comes Toronto. Outlet to Barnes. Scotty drives. And he's fouled. He's hit in the face by Gabe Vincent. And Scotty will get a couple of free throws. So in case you're just joining us, Luka Doncic missing the game for personal reasons.
Scotty Barnes rounding up another good game against the Lakers. Right now, 23 points, 6 assists, and 9 rebounds. And over his 5-game career against the Lakers, 24 points and 11 rebounds is average.
Laravia out top. Nick Smith Jr. Drive, pull-up jumper short. Rebound right back to him. Raptors don't close out. Laravia drives, kicks it out, deflected. It goes to Smith Jr. Now to James, near side against Grady. They double. Kick it into the lane. Barnes knocks it away. And they've got the foul on Quickly. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Sean Wright is standing in front of the scorer's table. JT Orr right under the cup, and he called a push in the back. Laker ball, far side, left wing. Jackson Hayes takes the inbound to James up top. LeBron backs out. Gonna drive, pushes off Sandro. Gets it into the corner. Laravia 3, good. 106-100. Raptors down 6. 9:35 to go, fourth quarter. Front court. Barnes, double team. Kicks it cross court to Grady. Grady drives. Step back jumper over Laravia, no good. Rebound, they say stay here. Vincent was pushing Scotty Barnes. (106, 100). 9:17 fourth quarter. Raptors will inbound far side, right wing. Raptors inbound. Barnes to quickly underneath. Reverse layup, scored, and a foul. That's the inbound play. Sometimes, Javon, that shuffle cut is a throwaway cut, but if you run it properly and the defense falls asleep, you're going to get a bucket a couple times a game.
Good screens and active cuts, right? And you know what Quickly did there is slow to quick, which gave Vincent on his backside. And I like on the catch, what he also did what was savvy is that shoulder fake, that head and shoulder fake, which gave Vincent up in the air, and now he has him at his mercy, and you know that reverse under the rim.
3-point lead for the Lakers. 106-103, 9 minutes to go. Vincent three, no good. Far side, rebound Sandro. Mamu runs it front court. On the bounce now, gets it to Quickly. IQ, deep three for the tie, no good. Long rebound, Scotty saves it, out top to Quickly. IQ on the drive. On the bounce now between the rings, gets it to Ingram. Shot clock at 5, BI gotta go. On Laravia. Turns, fires, got it! About a 20-foot turnaround from the far side. Ingram cuts the lead to 106-105, 8:20 to go. Laravia in the lane, floats it up, no good. And they got the foul on the way up. It'll go on Quickly. So Jake Laravia will go to the line for two. (107-105), first free throw goes down. LeBron James has a streak of 1,297 straight games with at least 10 points. Right now, he's sitting on 6. Ingram in the lane. Up to Mamu Kalashvili, three in the air, in and out, man. Sandro with a great look. Here come the Lakers back. Hachimura, DeAndre Ayton still standing in the lane. Hachimura misses the shot. Here comes Toronto. Shed to battle. JB, three in the air. Good.
There we go.
Toronto
there we go.
Ties the game at 108.
And you love the confidence that they have in Jamison Battle, right? Hasn't played many minutes, hasn't played many games recently, but still Jamal Sheck finding him in transition. Big time points, big time moments in the game.
Reeves back, floats in a 12-footer. Lakers back in the lead, 110-108. Shed, cross court, battle. Drives on Reeves, kicks it to Sandro. Now to Ingram. BI up top, 5 on the shot clock. Drive, pull up, jumper, short. Raptors were there for the rebound, but 2 of them couldn't corral it. So the Lakers have it, bringing it front court. James near side, 3 in the air. In, out. Rebound Toronto, 6:50 to go. 110-108. They lob it down low to Ingram, lays it up and in.
That's perfect
on Austin Reeves. Great pass by Shed.
That's perfect look. And Brandon Ingram not settling, getting himself under the basket, sealing that defender. And Jamal Shed recognizing that right away, putting enough air on that basketball to get BI that easy two at the rim.
Reeves into the corner. Laravia drives, cut off, blocked, off the Lakers, out of bounds. It's Toronto ball. You got to challenge that. Well, maybe Toronto was there, and they're going to save the challenge. 1:10 apiece, 6:25 to go, fourth quarter. Almost the top of the stretch. Reeves inbound to Ayton. Kicks it into the corner to Reeves. Three in the air, no good. Rebound knocked away. Mamu has it for Toronto. Raptors looking for the lead. Hit ahead to Battle. JB kicks it out to Barnes. Scotty on Laravia. Gonna big boy him down into the lane. Has it knocked away. Scotty drives. Kick. Battle. Corner. Jumper. Good!
That's tough.
Long two for Jamison Battle. Raptors up 112-110. Biggest lead of the game for Toronto.
That's Mr. Ready to play, right? Scotty advances the basketball in transition. Jamison Battle has the patience to kick that basketball back out and then receives it for the three.
Reeves has it stolen by Shed. Drops it to Sandro. Lays it up. No foul call. Here comes Reeves back. Throws it up. No good, and he gets the call.
Stop it.
Come on.
Just stop it. Stop this.
That block, part of that ball was over the 10. Reeves goes to the line. First free throw good. Lakers into the lead. Lakers trail now by 112-111.
I don't really understand the difference here because you have Austin Reeves that's gone to the free throw line 12 times today, right? And this is going to be his 13th after this timeout. You have Scotty Barnes, who is wrestling down low, right? And we're talking about mid-post action. We're talking about driving. We're talking about all, the bigs and wings hanging off of his arm and guards hanging off of his arm, triple teams and double teams. And he's gone to the free throw line 6 times.
Let's put this into perspective. Austin Reeves has 13 free throws. The entire Raptor team has 18. .5:33 to go. Let's take a break. 112-111 Toronto. Top of the stretch. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
This ascent isn't for everyone. You need grit to climb this high this often. You've got to be an underdog that always over-delivers. You've got to be 6,500 hospital staff, 1,000 doctors, all doing so much with so little. You've got to be Scarborough, defined by our uphill battle and always striving towards new heights. And you can help us keep climbing. Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
Lately, times have been challenging, with many people facing increased interest rates, inflation, and rising credit card debt. Everyone needs a little help from time to time, but it can be hard to ask for help when it comes to your personal finances. But you're not alone. Millions of Canadians share that feeling with you. 500,000 Canadians have found help with their debt, and so can you with Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest non-profit credit counseling organizations in the country, with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They could help you consolidate your bills into one affordable payment, minimize your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. No matter how much you owe, you don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
5:33 to go inside the top of the stretch. 112-111 Toronto. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward in the postgame. Exciting ball game here. Albeit other circumstances interjecting. It is an exciting game, and the fans are getting their money's worth as the Raptors have a 1-point lead. And at times, if you ask the guys in the red shirts, they would say that they're playing against 6 or 7 cats. Reeves, 39 points. Make it 40 as he ties the game at 112. Here comes Toronto front court in the red from right to left toward Bay Street. Barnes underneath, battle, chopped by Vincent. Great pass by Scotty.
Well, great pass, but also I love the action coming out of that timeout, right? You think about it, you have Jamison Bowdy, Brandon Ingram on one side of the floor. Jamison, who has the hot hand, is going to set that pin down, but instead of setting it, he slips right to the basket. And as soon as he slips, that basketball is delivered, for the easy attempt at the basket. But just a great job knowing, okay, teams are they're anticipating that pin down coming for Brandon Ingram to get himself to the free throw line for a free throw jumper, or for him to, get into one of his moves or one of his actions. And Jamison Battle just ready and aware. Just got to knock down the free throw, though. Right? Got to finish your breakfast, right? Especially if the action's coming to you, and at this point in the game, right, you got to be prepared, got to be ready.
You don't get that many looks against the Lakers from the free throw line. You better make them. Battle, second one, good. 113-112 Toronto. 5:20 clock running, fourth quarter. Reeves brings the ball front court to LeBron. Guarded by Scotty. LeBron James, 6 points tonight on 3 of 15. The streak of 1,297 in jeopardy. Rebound on the missed shot goes to Toronto. Here they come front court. Barnes, near side to a cutting Mamu. Underneath, Battle lays it in. Great movement of the ball by Toronto.
And again, playing with pace, right, but disciplined and under control. That basketball gets advanced. Scotty catches it. Mamu cutting from the weak side. And that touch pass to Jamison Battle under the basket.
3-point lead for Toronto, 115-112. 4:30 to go. Scotty Barnes not letting LeBron James breathe. Battle, bellies up. Hachimura, pull-up jumper, no good. Great challenge by Ingram, and then the Raptors let the ball go out of bounds. Nothing but Toronto underneath. Why did they get a fresh 14 on the clock? You can't be ruling Toronto had possession on that. Yes, they do. Reeves against Shed. Going to go back to the line for free throws 14 and 15.
Wow. Wow. Now, SGA is like my little brother. And last year they gave him a heck of a time, calling him a
free throw merchant. Well, what is this?
Free throw farming. Now, what I've seen today, this is a whole new height. And I credit these guys as well for they're manipulating the rules. They're manipulating the rule book. So smart players, but boy. If we're talking about free throw farming, today was the day.
115-114. Reeves has got 42. 4:15 to go. Raptors up 115-114. Shed up top. Gets it to Ingram. Looking for Barnes down low against Reeves. Ingram, jumper, no good. Long rebound, Toronto has it. Ingram to Mamu. Sandro, shot fake, drive into the lane. And they got a charge on Sandro. Reeves standing in. Lakers timeout, down 115-114. Again, this is a game that I'm not familiar with. A charge is normally taken in the chest, not on the shoulder, and not on a flop. 115-114. Let's keep it here. Raptors up 1, 3:57 to go. And the first thing I say to my team when I sit down in front of them as a coach is, we haven't gotten a call all night. Let's not look for one now. Be strong with the ball. And when you go to the cup, go to score, not to get a call. All right. Now we can talk about what we really want to talk about. Laker ball. They will inbound after the offensive foul. (115-114) they lead. Again,
I think right now, if you're Raptors, if you're the Raptors, you gotta cut off the water to Austin Reeves, right? And without the basketball in his hands, he can't get himself to the free throw line, right? He can't be a threat scoring the basketball. He's got 42 of them things today with 9 assists and 5 rebounds. Jamal Shead has got to be aggressive, but not overly aggressive. And I think that's far before he touches the basketball and not letting him get into scoring positions.
Reeves up top in the lane, lobs it to Ayton, who guides it in. Lakers in the lead, 116-115. Here comes Toronto front court. Ingram against Reeves. Gets a switch onto LeBron. B.I. to Sandro in the lane. Kicks it out quickly, swing. Ingram, 3 in the corner, short. Gets his rebound, drives to the hoop, and is fouled from the... Oh no, they got an offensive foul on Ingram. They say that he hit Reeves, and Reeves hit the ground like he was hit by a sniper. Wow. So they're going to look to see if it was a flagrant. This is what I don't like. They're reviewing it, and they're reviewing it in slow motion. Look at it in regular time. They're going to call this a flagrant. I have no doubt in my mind. When you look at it like that and you slow it down, they are going to call this thing a flagrant. 3:13 to go.
They also have to take into account, right, that if Brandon Ingram's arm, fall through, you also got to look at the arm being tied before, right, and him trying to free himself, which may have clipped, Austin Reeves on the motion up. But I do think that his hand was pinned behind him.
The call on the floor does not meet the criteria for a flagrant foul, and we will rule an offensive foul.
So just an offensive foul called on Ingram. 3:13 to go. 116-115 Lakers, and they will own the basketball. They will bring it front court from left to right. Laker ball. They will come front court. Reeves, LaRavia, James, Ayton, and Hachimura. LeBron near side, right wing, against Barnes. Holding with his back to Scotty. Now to Reeves. Back to LeBron, knocked away by Quickly. IQ gets it. Here comes Toronto on the run. Shed in the lane, kicks it out to Ingram. Now to Barnes, near side. Scotty backs down, finds a cutting Kellis-Billy.
Nice.
Mama lays it
nice.
in, and a foul. Sandro says, I got 2, and the meter's still running with a chance for one more.
And Jamal Shead, right, not making a home run play, going for the certainty, right, and slowing it down in transition after Scotty Barnes gave him the play on that 2-on-1. right, pulling it back out, getting the basketball to Brandon Ingram, and goes into the post, and Scotty Barnes, again, this is where we're talking about the maturity, right, slow and drawing that double team. Mamukelashvili coming off that weak side, that right side, for the and one opportunity.
Sandro makes the free throw. Raptors up 118-116, 2:35 to go. Down the stretch we come. Reeves near side. Up top to James. Back to Reeves. Three straight away, no good. Rebound Ingram. 2:20 to go. Raptors by 2. They'll bring it front court. Barnes near side, left wing. On the bounce against Reeves. Turns his back. Now drives. Kicks it to Sandro. Three in the air, no good. Long rebound. Scotty tracks it down. Gets it to Quickly. 2 minutes to go. Raptors by 2. Quickly into the corner. Shed for 3, no good. Long rebound. Goes to the Lakers. LeBron in the lane, lays it up and in. 1:18 apiece, minute 40 to go. James now has 8. Shed front court for Toronto. Raptors want to bring Ingram to the ball. They get it to him. On Laravia. B.I. kicks it near side to Shed. Back to Ingram. Got to shoot it. Front rim. Scotty pushed by LeBron. No call. James with the ball. Lakers looking for the lead. Reeves to James. Back to Reeves. Drives back to James. In the lane, fall away jumper blocked by Scotty Barnes. Scotty says kitchen's closed right now. 50 seconds to go. Game tied at 1:18. Ingram drive to Sandro, back to Brandon. Foul line jumper is good.
Hey!
Toronto with a 120-118 lead. 45 seconds to go. Reeves drives into the lane, throws it up and in. And he wants the foul called, yelling at the official with no technical. Raptors bring it into the front court. Ingram with the game tied at 120. Up top, gets a screen from Mamu. Now kicks it to Scotty near side. Back up top to Ingram. On the drive against 8. Into the lane, lay it up, no good.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Here comes Reeves, 18 seconds to go in the game. Reeves on the bounce. They spread the floor for him. On the bounce against Shed. Drives left, back to the right. Kicks it to James. LeBron into the corner. Hachimura for the lead. Got it. And that's the ball game. Rui Hachimura knocks down a 3 at the buzzer. And the Lakers defeat the Raptors 123-120. They will review it to make sure that it counts. But the Raptors ran at Reeves. James swung the ball.
On the floor is a made basket.
But you've got to give up something, right? And I thought, Coach Darko was calling for the double team as, Austin Reeves had the basketball. And you don't want to give him, with 44 points tonight and got to the free throw line.
Successful three-point basket.
15 times. Right, I thought it was the right call. Scotty Barnes comes over. That ball's kicked over to LeBron James, and LeBron showing, a ton of trust in his teammates and kicking that basketball over to Rui Hachimura, who knocks down, a game-winning 3. But you know what? Credit the Lakers, but oh my goodness, the Toronto Raptors, Scotty Barnes, really having his pulse and his imprint on this game, right? Unfortunately for the Raptors, they didn't come out with the victory, but you know what? These games come at you fast. There's another game tomorrow, right? Charlotte's been here. Charlotte landed here today. I'm sure they watched this game. I'm sure, they seen the Lakers game plan against, the Raptors in the first half with all the switching, and Raptors offense wasn't really able to get going. But I really can't say enough about, Scotty Barnes and how he's played, right? The 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, right? That, a big block at the end there. Right, the Raptors in this second half, the Raptors deserve to win this game. And, again, credit, that's a good Lakers team, right? Even without Luka, that team is second in the West right now. You know that the West is a gauntlet. So, Toronto Raptors, right, you go back, you watch some film, you take the good, you take the bad, and, you know, you put it into practice against the Charlotte team tomorrow, who's coming off, you know, they have 2 losses, and I'm sure they're sitting down there. They're looking at this as a game where, hey, they can try and catch the Raptors sleeping on a back-to-back. Well, no. You know, this is a game that should keep that hunger, right, and inspire you and motivate you. One of the ones that you're licking your chops and say, boy, you know, 1 or 2 plays here or there, you come out with this victory.
But it was the Lakers that made the one play at the end that made the difference. The Lakers defeat the Raptors 123-120. Rui Hachimura knocks down a corner 3 far side, and the Lakers dance off the court with the victory. Hard-fought, entertaining contest that breaks the Raptors and their fans' collective hearts. 123-120 the final. The Lakers win it. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward up next on the postgame. For all of us here at Scotiabank Arena and everybody involved in the broadcast, we say thank you for listening. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.